I I mean, I'm thinking, I've seen that there's like, just find a file in my photos here, some works in progress on Photoshop, and it just says Athelstan Eugene Dad Mo, and I was like, what? Open it, and I was like, oh no, it's from that time that Affy made me cry. I made
Alright,
myself
I'm
cry, if I'm being honest.
back again.
Don't worry, I intend to make everyone cry at least once.
Yay!
Even if it means driving to like London or Missouri and punching someone in the balls.
Ouchies.
So don't worry.
Yeah, like, who hasn't cried yet this campaign? I don't think Rob has cried. I don't think Agni has cried, except for tears of joy. Duality, not sure, probably not. Maggie, yes.
You, yes.
Sly, yes. Me,
Artemis,
yes.
yes.
Artemis, yes. Affy, yes.
It's true. It's true. Thank you for the gift subs, Artemis. You're awesome. So, there's stuff.
Hype
You can
train.
check it out. Because our sponsor tonight is Canadian Dice. As always, you can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code TheVector, all one word, for 10% off of your order. You can pretty much buy anything there, including their new one-shot that was written with Ryan from Canadian Dice and Jer from... Oh, sorry, Artemis, you beat me. It was written by Jer and of Old Man Rolling Dice. Old Man Rolling Dice rep.
Jeremy.
And Ryan from Canadian Dice. It's called Cirque du Solus. If you would like to see what it's all about, we have a one-shot posted on our channel on YouTube in our Natural One-Shots folder. So you can check out that and, you know, buy the module because it's really cool and it comes with maps and everything. So give it a look-see.
They're fine.
As well, Maggie's dice pick of the week is the mini speckled green dice. We really need to talk to Brian about his naming conventions because I would call that booger confetti, but that's just me.
Booger confetti!
And what is it actually called?
Mini green speckled dice
Oh,
set.
okay. So he was very
Mini
unoriginal
green
with it.
schmeckles.
So he was
very-
very unoriginal.
Very literal, yes.
Yeah.
Quite literal, very descriptive. Yes, yes.
But they are mini-sized dice, so I believe they are 1/4 the size of a normal dice set. I don't know, math, whatever. They're little baby dice, and they're very
Like-
cute, but they look like they have
These ones?
boogers in them. Yeah, they're
Is it
that
like-
big.
That one.
A little bit bigger than those ones. Those ones I bought specifically to make those healing potions for you guys.
Oh.
Scheduling this week, we have Wednesday at 9 o'clock over on Cantrips and Coffee's Twitch channel. The Society. Words
A
are
creative
hard.
anachronism.
That is with Artemis, Sly, and myself, as well as Jeremy, again from Old Men Rolling Dice, and Cade from Cantrips and Coffee, led by Storyteller Rune, also from Cantrips and Coffee. 9 o'clock on Wednesday. Thursday, A Song of Crystal and Shadow at 8:30, right here. Fixius 5 on Friday at 8:30. That's right here too. Together Among the Stars, 11:30 a.m. on Saturday. And our guest this week is Percy from Cave Trolls. And they're also going to be our guest next week. So
Whoa.
if you want to be on Together Among the Stars too. Oh, I thought they were. Isn't that what Rick said?
There was the last minute change up. Queen Mother's actually going to be our guest next week. I just haven't had time to tell you.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Whee!
good. Whatever.
Boop.
There's going to be fun times on it, so you should go watch it because it's a fun time. And if you want to be on it, shoot somebody a message either through our social medias or on Discord. You can talk to Artemis or myself or Agni, and Agni will just tell you to talk to one of us. Or you can talk to Rick
me.
directly.
You could talk to me, but like I wouldn't know what to do. I'd just be like, nice.
So helpful.
Just send them to me.
Yes. Sunday night over on DM Jeremy's channel, we have our final session, allegedly, of Blood in the Six at 7:30 p.m. It has been super fun. I love the vampire modules and role-playing game, so I hope to go back to that at some point because I love my character on that game.
I wouldn't have noticed, considering she's your profile picture.
Look, I have a vibe, okay?
I
I gotta retake it though, because I got my nose pierced, so I need more vibes.
Spoopy, scary, goth lady.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
It's my vibe.
It's spoopy. Spoopy
Uh,
Disney girl.
It's true. You can check out our merch over at tinyurl.com/merch, which includes our independent designs such as The Blob, drawn by Artemis, the Not a Peasant sticker, designed by me under Emily's suggestion, and there should be some new designs coming out soon, based on Bankar Brouhaha.
Is it the Slutty Splouth ones?
Together Among the Stars. No, Slutty Splouth is for Pride only. Because he deserves it.
What about fuck hairs? Is that going to be a shirt or something?
It might be. It might be.
Yes!
Maybe.
You fuck hairs.
It's possible.
Need to have Jer just say, you fuck hairs.
You fuck
like
hairs.
Every time I wear it. Yes, every time I look at it, every time somebody reads it, they hear in their brain Jer saying, you fuck hairs. Is required.
Our podcast is available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And as of this morning, because Artemis is amazing, we're also available on iTunes and Google Podcasts. So we're all over the map now, motherfuckers.
We're moving on up.
Good luck to getting rid of us, because we ain't going nowhere.
Join our Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
Why don't we have a Patreon?
Because
Artemis doesn't have that much time.
Nobody has
it would
that.
Just be us subscribed to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I wouldn't be subscribed. Just like it's like, oh, you're not even. You're just like, you don't know what this post was about. I'm just like, no, I'm not. I'm not subscribed to the Patreon. What do you mean? And I'm like,
offensive.
I'm already subscribed to the Voctaire.
Offensive. Give us your money.
It's just so I can watch myself without seeing ads.
True. So pause for 2 seconds so that the amazing podcaster can cut without any interruptions before I go into my spiel about how the last episode went.
Before that 2 seconds, yeah, by Fantasy Grounds. Before that 2 seconds begins, I do have a question, and I already forgot the question. Never mind.
Okay, 2 seconds cut. That was
really
good. Good job, everybody. Super proud of all of you. I don't know why Fantasy Grounds is being a dick tonight.
I forgot. Oh no.
So,
I got distracted.
As you can see, we are down at Atlas and Sly. Sly is not feeling well, and Maggie was up here for like 2.5 weeks, and they flew home this morning, so they may be sleeping because travel is always exhausting. So it happens. Where we left off last session, the party had begun their adventure towards the scars. This is the location of one of the shrines that had been set forth by Shakuna at the beginning of Trial of Hearts, not indicating, that's the wrong word I need. Basically where they need to go to finish the trial and no longer be hunted by Shakuna. Supposedly. They've made their way up onto the plateau of the Sleepless Forest, and unfortunately, sleep did not come easily for any of them. Between Sly slipping off in the night to investigate a burning forest area to the nightmares that plagued everyone, no rest was had by anyone. The nightmares plagued each and every person, seeming to feed on their own fears or corrupt their own desires. Which brings us to Breeze.
Oh,
who,
good.
Since he was not here, Robert, last week,
Yep.
We're going to slip into a nightmare just for you.
Fine.
No.
Bye, everyone else.
No! I'll remember you.
Can't hear me, but thank you, Agni. Breeze.
Yes.
You were mildly aware through the night that Athelstan had joined you, just snuggling up as he seems to have been doing recently. It helps. It's comfortable, familiar in its own way. As you sort of stir once Athelstan is awoken to take a watch, you just sort of settle in beside them, fall back to sleep as they sip their tea, and find yourself drifting. The air around you grows cold, and you see, even in the darkness, there's a darker version of yourself. Your shadow that begins to pull up from the ground, curling towards you, but it's not exactly you. It's too pointy in places. The horns are larger. The nails are longer. The hooves seem to clove off. And you're staring at yourself, but there's nothing behind the eyes. And then it lurches forward, jerkily, familiar in a way of a massive tree that once ensconced you. Ensconced you. That's the word I need. The smell of decay and rot begins to fill your nostrils, flowing down your mouth, into your throat, into your stomach, as you can do nothing but scream as this zombified, darkened version of yourself begins to consume you. All the while in your ears, Lenoni. It rings and rings and rings, your past creeping up as you begin to die. You don't know how long you're asleep for, but you wake with a scream. Around the same time that the rest of your party begins to wake, in various states of stress, shouts of dismay, shivers of discomfort and disquiet. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. These always go well for me. Actually, I'm going to use an inspiration and roll with advantage just so I
Sure thing.
have it.
Okay, unfortunately that was not high enough.
Yeah, I figured.
So you are suffering your stress effect.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, buddy.
Yep.
Yep. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
You poor dear. You all settle in as you wake in the morning. Sorry, Cedar.
And
Sorry,
Artemis.
Artemis.
Hey, at least I don't say the same things to you that I say to Craigbot.
That's true. I appreciate you not cursing me out and calling me. Wait.
I gotta go grab my Apple Pencil. I'll be right back. I threw it across the room.
Okay. Such dramatic bitches I have in my party. My goodness.
Yeah, it takes
Bye.
one
Yes,
to
I
know
was playing
one.
it, or I would have left it alone.
Hi, welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome
I
back.
have no
Hi.
character. No characters available. Okay, just load for Fantasy Grounds. You take your time, Fantasy Grounds.
It
It's
will.
just doing its own thing tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Whatever.
I have regular dice from Canadian Dice.
Yeah, you do.
I'll need my character sheet though, because I don't have any of my stats because it won't let me download it.
That's a shame.
And Fantasy Grounds.
Take some screenshots. Just everybody take screenshots for now. With how finicky it's being.
I
got
see
a
an
copy.
unnamed in the party.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
How
Not
take
about-
screenshot. No, fucking print screen button never fucking works.
The snip
Control
tool.
Shift S.
Okay,
Control
snip.
Shift S will give you
Snip.
a snipper. Or Windows Shift S. Sorry.
Anyway. So, the morning comes. You're all very uncomfortable,
Oh.
miserable.
Oh my gods, thank you, Rob. I so want to fuck you right now. Thank you so much. Oh my gods, you're so smart.
Hey, Ryan. Perfect time for you to come in.
Hi, Ryan! We were just talking about your dice.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, I didn't even mean to show you the 20.
Maybe it's an omen.
Oh, man.
Descending down from the platforms that you've slept in tonight, or last night, is a bit of a trial. Your bodies ache in a way that is familiar but not. You're used to having a full rest and not struggling in the morning. But now you feel 10 times your age. Breeze, this is familiar to you as well.
Low blow. Brat.
Yep. 100%.
Mm-hmm. We all saw it. We all knew it.
I'm not denying it.
Don't
And
spit
you
your
don't s-
Gatorade. Don't spit your Gatorade out.
And you don't sleep. There's no long rest here.
Boo.
Anything that you spent the night before is still spent, unless it has a caveat of resetting at dawn. Yenrik, you still find yourself exhausted without access to your magic. You feel it sort of in the way that you feel the ground under your feet, like an energy that's just there, but it's not something you would think about normally. You are muted.
Partially numb. You could feel an object quite.
Your voice is really low.
Yeah.
What? No. Okay.
What
How's
did you
that?
do? That's better. Thank you.
So, like when your hand's partially numb and you touch an object, you can feel it, but you can't quite feel it.
Yes, exactly.
Or when you use your non-dominant hand.
I don't know what that's like.
You know, that's fair. Not everybody's into that.
That's true. Anyway,
We support our demi and asexual friends. Valid.
that is a very good explanation of how you feel, Yenrik. It's there. It's sort of
Asexual.
humming under the surface, but you can't do anything with it. You can't manipulate it in any way. So, if you have no further business, I need a survival check as you head further towards the scars. Thanks for the
Give
sub, Jer.
advantage to the pony.
The pony can have advantage.
Unicard roll that.
I imagine you're all sort of working on this together, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
24. Damn.
Excellent.
Can we have the map, please? Map.
Yes, of
on the map.
course.
I tried to call you map instead of DM. Are you
Dumbass.
actually the map?
Would
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the map.
would our night have counted as a short rest?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh my
Even
God.
that sort of minimal rest you got doesn't really help.
Oh, I
you
don't care for this update.
And I need everybody to remove a ration and a portion of water, please.
All right. So looking around, who looks the most like shit?
I am perfectly fine.
Just like just like dragging his head across the ground between his legs as he's walking, just bent completely in half.
You can make a medicine check if you like, Athelstan.
Sure. Why not? I'd like to play some D&D. Hello?
Hello?
10.
10. Everybody looks okay. You don't see any new injuries or anything. Maybe some lingering bruising, but that's about it.
He made a bigger pot of tea before we climbed down.
Okay. So
Yeah.
everybody's got a little bit of a caffeine boost.
Yeah. Athelstan specialty. Get it? Specialty.
Get out. I'm just kidding.
will.
Don't actually leave. All right. With the 24, Atlas is able to, with the assistance of Yenrik, find the path, as it were. You know from the evening before that there are at least 2 campsites between you and the Scars. Whether they still have inhabitants or not is unknown. So you can choose to go near them or avoid them. It will take you on an indirect path to the Scars if you decide to avoid them.
Is there like a trail that we are able to find that leads in that direction?
There are no trails per se.
Okay.
There are
Game
like game
trails?
trails, generally to and from water, to dens and stuff like that, but no paths like you would have in Darkon, for example.
Based off of Athelstan's last look, what's the plateau of the Scars looking like? Like, how sheer is the climb? Because I'm assuming that the Ankara plateau is like a raised plateau.
That is correct. The plateau itself, from what you saw, raises at least 2 miles up from the previous forest line.
Okay.
The sheerness of it was a little bit harder to discern just because of depth perception and whatnot. So
was I able to see the shrine?
no.
Okay. But I'm looking at the X on the maps, and should I assume that we have the same X on our map, and that it indicates that it's either on the tippity top there, or like Aunt Josephine from a series of unfortunate events bullshit.
Yes.
Okay. Fun.
The map you were provided from Shikuna does show the general area of the shrines that you're supposed to head to.
I think it would be prudent of us to try and avoid detection as much as possible. We do have some folks who would very much be delighted to run into us.
Yenrik, in the past, when you've participated in this hunt and you've reached the shrine, is there food and water available for those at the shrine?
The shrines that I've been to, yeah, that provisions are usually supplied.
Good. That saves us a little bit of a step.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're going to fucking go hunting or whatever. We can't leave.
I say we follow the river for as long as we can and then avoid the camps.
How wide is this river? Is it something that we can cross
down.
easily?
There are thicker portions of it that you would probably need some sort of raft or flotation device to safely traverse across, but for the most part, it's enough that Breeze and Razira as the shorter members. Razira would probably be like underwater if they were stepping like through the riverbank.
Well, Razira's fast, can just run across the water.
And
She's
Breeze
not a
can leap
monk.
mirthfully.
She's just fast.
Yeah,
I mean, excuse me, they are just fast.
Alright, let's just hope my internet's working now.
Hi, buddy. Welcome back.
Hi, duality.
It seems a lot of my problems were because my brother-in-law and sister were having having slow internet connections, so they unplugged and replugged in the router
Without telling you.
without telling me while I was downloading stuff.
Ah.
Ah.
Well, that sucks.
Yep.
Fantasy grounds.
Although apparently I need to get my router replaced anyway, according to my technician, so they're sending somebody out here on Wednesday.
Well, that's
Whee!
nice. Any hoozle.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
We were just talking about how you're so short.
In that house, you're fast, so you could run across water if you go real fast.
Again, Razira is not a monk.
I know, but go real fast. Sumi go fast.
That
Get
doesn't,
catnip go faster.
doesn't mean that she's not gonna be underwater while doing so.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen cats run fast enough they could go on
Dude.
top of water.
Yeah.
To be fair, Beast Barbarian, I have swim speed.
Yeah, you go fast.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying the question was, is the river traversable?
Okay.
Yes. Some locations would require flotation devices for even the taller members of the party,
Can we like Tarzan over there?
whereas the more traversable areas that you could walk across, Yinrik at 4 feet, Razira at 2.5 feet,
That's fucking damn it.
and possibly Breeze and Sly at 5'4" and 5'1" specifically, may have issues getting across.
So looking at the map, because the map that we have is the map that we're seeing, right? Or we were seeing.
We're seeing.
I took a
Uh,
screenshot of it, so I can still see the map.
Okay. So the map that I shared with you has the black and red X's are X's that exist on your version.
It's the smoke.
But like the water, like the rivers and all that stuff that's all the same.
Squiggly.
Seems to be so far.
Okay.
Yep.
So
you haven't seen any major changes or differences, really?
In theory, the fastest way from one point to another is in a straight line.
Mhm.
So does
Oh,
it seem
I
like
can
from
do it.
where we are now, we can go in a straight line and mostly avoid the camps, except for the one that's like the closest to the scars?
Yeah.
We'll
You
just be
feel
sneaky.
you feel you could do that. The squares on the map are 2 miles. So there is a fair bit of distance between the camp that's closest to the scars and the one that's furthest from the scars.
Okay.
So we're about a day's walk out because
We
in
agree, so
theory
we
you
do
can
it.
walk that much.
We
Okay.
walk to the shrine and nothing bad happens.
If you
Yeah,
are
I
trying
would-
to be stealthy to avoid being caught, it does slow your travel.
Yeah.
Because you do not have a ranger that will allow you to travel faster.
So just in case.
Basically
Yeah.
like a
But-
ranger, druid, paladin, warlock. I'm actually not helping things the longer we stay here, I'm sure the more that this is all going to grow.
Yeah, so I would suggest, and I'm guessing that Atlas would suggest as well, because survival skills.
Mm-hmm.
Straight line as much as we can. And once we get closer to where we think the camps are, then we start to stealth.
Yes.
Because we need to get out of this forest.
Let's go.
I was thinking just straight line across. If we can get across the river, we can straight line to out of the forest. We don't even
Mhm.
have to follow the river,
And then cut around.
and then just walk up the slope.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we just straight line to where the red X is. so that we get out of the forest. Or you're talking about where this
I'm
closest point
talking
is
about
down
where
here.
like the closest point.
I'm pointing at something
like,
like you can see what I'm
yeah.
doing, by the way.
Like
Yeah.
like
Same
if you
though.
go straight down, if you go straight down from the E.
Yeah, in forest, that little
Yeah.
point that sticks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we go there and climb up there and then go on the plateau that way,
And
we're
then just
technically out of the
follow
Sleepless
up.
Forest then.
Follow up the
We
path.
would just have to just jump just go 4 miles south.
In theory.
Yeah, once we pass the interesting
My cat's
fiery
a fuzzy
camp over
boomerang
here.
tonight.
Could I have the map again, Affy, please?
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy Grounds took it away, confiscated it from me for looking at it during class.
God, that takes me back.
God, it's Miss
No
Benson
drawing
was
in
a-
class.
Miss Benson was such a fucking bitch.
Support the art.
Yeah, she was.
She was a fucking gargoyle. I essentially called her a Nazi to her face in front of the whole class.
Nice. Anywho,
She picked on the autistic kid.
So we go for the closest point below the E on the map.
We go. We agree,
Of
so we do
course.
it.
okay.
But we're gonna try and get past the lava camp first.
Oh, there's a lava camp. Okay.
You
Yeah.
go around that?
Huh?
You don't have to go. You can continue, say, straight east.
Yes.
And then when you get to like the RE of forest where it's
Start
marked,
curving.
start heading south.
Sure. Mm.
If Fantasy Grounds will stop being a dick.
Oh, did it drop again?
It's frozen, like it keeps freezing.
Oh, okay. So we're probably gonna lose it again in a second.
Most likely.
No!
There it goes.
Well-
I was about to screenshot my character sheet! No!
So when it opens back up, everybody else just stay out, let Cedar get in there and get their sheet.
How far apart is the two sides of the river?
The two sides of the river, it varies. It can be anywhere between 5 feet and like 25 feet.
Across?
Across.
So we find a
Yeah.
relatively narrow part of the river close to us and then cross and then
Yeah.
do as we said.
I throw the rabbit.
Yeet.
Clonk. And he just goes blub blub. Oh man, he hit his head on a rock.
I mean,
Oh well.
Is
More
it-
damage to the rock.
Oh well, he's dead.
I can't be hurt.
Rizira
Only
would
if
have-
that could kill Yenrik.
Rizira would have no problem just swimming across the river.
Sure.
They use my super tiny purple dice.
Go for it.
Normally, I would object to going through the water because of my particular type of magic. But I don't
That's
have
why
it, so
that's
we're
why I
good.
threw you. I swear to gods, if you become zappy while we're wading through this water,
We have
Wait.
Gordon here. Gordon is 9 feet tall. If he can't carry you across the river, then there's a problem.
module
Yeah.
set load not available.
I can do that. That's totally fine. Just
You're-
let me know who needs a lift.
Super
Oh.
strong and amazing, Gordon, and I love you.
It's been so long.
Not like that,
Aw.
but like
It's been so long since I've been carried like a damsel, and I jokingly swoon into Breeze's arms.
I mean,
yay!
What am I supposed to do with this?
Make a strength check.
I said jokingly, I'm not putting all my weight into it. I put a foot behind me, but I will accept the strength check. First of
19.
all- Oh,
Oh,
Actually,
damn.
it's-
Okay.
that's
So
a
you may be joking, but Breeze is able to scoop you up bridal style.
what?
Oh my god. I need art of this so bad because the picture in my head is ridiculous.
He just becomes like stiff as a plank. He's like,
What am I supposed to do with you?
and he just goes, and he just does like the smirk.
Why did you fall?
You know, like that GIF, you know, like with the microphone, and then like, yeah, that GIF. But I could say what I'm thinking.
We don't
He's
have
just
time
in
for
the
that.
background going like this.
You can put me down now if you want.
Okay.
Yeet.
You just drop him?
Yeah.
So, Athelstan, you're just kind of dropped very unceremoniously onto the ground.
It's weird. It's not very far from the ground, but I still do like that weird cat twist and land on my hands and my feet.
Oh, ow. I just got stabbed by the dice that Emily sent me.
Oh,
Sneak attack.
crit fail.
Sharp edge dice. They're sharp.
Yeah, they
Can
are.
confirm. Can confirm. All right.
Ow.
So, beginning your trek along, as soon as Fantasy Grounds just cooperate, please.
What am I supposed to do with this? I love that.
You make your way across the first northern curve of the Arumbamba River in this area. And
Ooh, that's a fun word. Say it again.
Arumbamba?
Yeah. Can I have the map again, Naffy? Never mind. I'm just gonna pull it up in my.
I shared it in the
Mistwalkers chat.
Mistwalkers chat too. Just the area that you're
Oh.
in.
Just in case.
Where do
Because
screenshots go?
everything sucks and it's on fire.
Desktop?
Just in the Mistwalkers chat.
I know, but I'm trying to find
The
where I
mist
put my
washers.
screenshots.
The most
The mist
washers.
washers. We wash the mists. Someone's got to do it.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax
Good.
on, wax off.
Right. No, I'm thinking of it just the game Power Wash Simulator.
Sounds like a miserable game. What the fuck? How much did it cost?
Free on
Free, I'm
Xbox.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it
Or was
was.
it $19.99?
No, I downloaded
No.
it and it's free.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, not
there's-
sponsored. Hashtag not
Anyway,
sponsored.
We
There's-
go.
There's worse games you can kill like a couple hours doing.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just randomly scrolling through Steam earlier, and let me tell
Hello?
you, they're getting away
We
with
agree, so we do it.
Yeah, we agree. So we do
Okay.
it.
Crossing the river,
And through the woods.
you find yourself on a game path. This one looks to be tread a little bit more by humanoid feet. There you can see the toes of boots, the heels of like combat boots, and it seems to kind of muddle up any sort of animal path. However, you do find, as you travel along, more or less following where this hunting party had moved, an abandoned camp, long abandoned, most likely at least a year, possibly longer. A few tents stand shredded in the middle of the clearing. Provisions, now moldy or rusted from the rain, lay scattered about. And it appears that whatever happened here, it wasn't a pleasant end for whoever stayed here. The only thing currently untouched, or unmangled, I should say, is a chest that's been tipped over on its side. However, it's still closed.
I put a hand on Yinrik and Sly. What? I wasn't gonna do anything. Mm-hmm. I understand your curiosity. But I've run into Dunamancy bullshit way too many times in my life, and I don't need this to be an endless cycle of my own death. Of course.
Make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are just.
Just Athelstan for now.
Not let me do the thing. 12.
You got to put a hand down on Yinrik's shoulder and he's gone.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Yep.
We just sink further into the bushes and just watch.
Yinrik, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You can go look at it.
Okay. Moving closer to this chest, you can see that there are claw marks all over it. particularly around the locking mechanism and the hinges, but there's no indication that it's been opened. It's a very simple, round, like barrel-topped chest, like you would get in like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? One that
Yeah.
I've always wanted.
Yeah.
And it's got like leather straps that pull down over the front that have the locking mechanism kind of like embellished on them. Brass knobs and bolts and what have you.
You said brass.
I'm gonna investigate it, see if it's a long forgotten trap.
Sure.
It's a mimic.
That is a natural 20. No effect on the critical table that we're now using. However, you can see that there is no trap. And it is locked. There are 2 locks on the front. But it doesn't appear to be trapped.
I want to pick it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a lockpick check. Do you have lockpicks?
I think so.
Did you see the tower, Affy?
I did. Sly is also able to slip free from you, Athelstan, without you noticing.
Fucking.
I'm gonna borrow.
She just appears next to Yenrik, and she's got like, and she just like, she's like crouched there like a little nasty little gremlin, and she just pulls out 2 lock picks, and they go ting ting and shine, and she just grins.
So, Yenrik, you borrow Sly's lockpicks, and
Don't break it. Don't break it.
you move them in, and you start manipulating them around. And 3 minutes later, you're still manipulating the first lock.
So slow.
My command.
You're taking forever.
What command? Hold this one. I'll do this one.
Oh my god.
It's a 14 from Sly.
I'll use inspiration.
Okay. And she's going to be sassy about it.
She would.
She would be sassy about it. Okay.
So
So
that's even worse.
Sly snatches back her thieves' tools from you, Yenrik, and within like
You're such an amateur.
seconds unlocks the first one.
And she stops and she just looks at you and she's like, amateur.
And then she moves over to the second one, but finds it unlocked. Because
Oh.
Liz played a card that unlocked a hard lock for you.
She just like poked it and it was just like click and she oh. Do I need to do it again?
No?
You're welcome. That was me.
No, don't lie to me.
I'm
Lying
not
is
lying. I'm standing.
telling a lie. Don't play word games with me like you're gonna confuse me. Stop that.
I would never do that.
You're such a liar. I open it. Well, Sly opens it.
We
Well,
open
she
it.
slices the pie.
Slices the pie.
She's like, and she makes him look first. Just grabs his head. What's it?
Safe to try fantasy grounds again.
Think so?
Okay. I just didn't want to try if it was being fussy. So
Go in there. Get in.
It's hit and miss. So I
I'm
just
being very
opened a
gentle.
table and it froze again. So
Everything is awful. Everything is bad and it's gonna get worse.
it's okay. I've got mine and Atlas's character sheets. I'll just stay over here.
Hey, is that Stronghold D&D in the chat?
it
Hi, Kim.
is. Hey, Stronghold and Corvée and everybody else.
Hi,
And
sir. Oh, Affy.
What?
The table broke it. Our table! It's broken!
Oh no.
Our table! Our table is broken.
So, opening the chest, you find a myriad of weapons. They range from everything from daggers to short swords, quivers of arrows, bolts, corals of bolts for crossbows. However, they all appear to be rusted, dry rot, just not very nice. They probably would not survive more than one shot.
Sly knows knives. Is there anything here that has the potential to be very pretty if given proper tender care?
Make an investigation check.
I can't because I can't open her sheet yet.
Just roll a d20.
Group hydrate.
15.
Thanks, Flame Wolf. Sorry, what'd you roll?
Wait, I rolled a 15. Nope, that's cocked. It's 13.
13? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of poking through, being careful of tetanus. Sly
She
actually
just slides
sees
on her burglar gloves.
Sly sees at the bottom of the chest, it has actually been padded with what was probably velvet, but it's not anymore. It's just sort of like this semi-foam padding. And inlaid within it and kind of strapped in with some leather straps over the blade and the pommel is a short sword that looks to be in perfect condition.
Her eyes get all sparkly and she's like, dibs. And she reaches out and she tentatively pokes it.
She pokes it.
Pokes it
I
again.
pick it up and swing it wildly.
No! You try to reach for it and she smacks your hand. No! I said I called dibs. She
You
takes
can
it.
have it afterwards.
No! They're just like happy slaps in the middle of the... No! Yenrik, I will give you I will give you a turn,
Okay.
but then you have to give it to me.
You
While
have
the
my
rest
word.
of us are like hiding in the bushes like this, and there's just chewingas like
Just like kind of wandering.
Just watching.
We're like holding very still to not disturb the chewingas, and we're like not even paying attention to what's going on in there. Just like they're just like walking across our like we're just giant little mountains or whatever, so they don't have to go through the puddle at our feet or whatever.
Yeah.
Athelstan nudges Breeze.
What?
Just like cuts a look down at you. Nudges you again.
What?
You're strong.
One time.
What?
Actually, 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
Twice I had to take a potion to do it.
That was
Presumably
really,
this
that was
looks
really cool.
confused.
That was really cool.
like just dies a little inside.
I mean, I don't know why you fell, but
I was doing a joke,
oh,
like a swoon, like in a play.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you done being gay
Sure.
right now?
Do you want to do it again?
Guess not.
That later. Later?
Oh, when'd you get here, Yenrik?
Yenrik does sneak successfully back to the party.
Yeah, so does Sly. I'm not even gonna bother rolling. Guess it's a plus 11.
Okay.
Oh, you can still get it.
Did
Yeah, true.
she take the blade with her?
Yeah, she took it with her. She took it back from Yenrik.
Okay. Okay.
If there was, based off that roll that I threw in the tower. Was
like
there?
how you said that.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming that this is what she would have done. But if this becomes a grog situation with the blood sword, we're gonna have problems anyway because it'll be my fault. Like she would have done it anyway, but it'll still be my fault because I was driving her. Any whoosies. If there was nothing else in the chest of interest at all,
That was it.
like hunks of metal or like a particularly intact piece of leather that might have had like a maker's mark or a symbol on it.
No, looking over the scabbard that the short sword is in, it's very finely crafted. The entire weapon, even without pulling it from the scabbard, is very finely crafted. You can see that a lot of care and focus went into it. And pulling the blade up from the scabbard, you can see that there is some sort of runic etchings around the sort of base of the pommel and hilt.
She can't read it, can she?
Damn it, Agni.
She does not appear to know those languages, no. God damn it, Agni.
She's like,
What did he do?
look, everybody. This sword.
Everybody lost the
is a-
game.
Well,
Well, look, everybody. This sword is as long as Yenrik. It's really long.
I get to poke things.
I know Razira can't read it.
What's this say?
Nope.
Does anybody know what this says? What?
Yeah,
It wasn't.
until I
Sylvan,
actually sleep.
What was it?
Listeners.
Elvish.
No.
Oh, I don't even. I can't even remember what. Athelstan
Oh my
reads a
God,
couple of
where
languages.
did their languages go?
Where the fuck did Athelstan go?
I know that Razira only has Common and Draconic, but I know she can't read them because she can't read.
Oh, we have an illiterate one in the party. I love it. Writing
Nice.
is
Last
writing
skill,
is just
Eli.
is a very modern concept. You know, thousands of years old.
You grow up in a jungle. Reading and writing is not your
It's just symbols.
Not
first
sure about
letter of business.
It doesn't appear to be a language that any of you know.
Trying to like look at my languages and I always forget where it is. Ability, skills, fantasy grounds.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother.
When we stop for the night, you can spend an hour getting to know it and go from there.
And she puts Slide puts like sheathes the sword again, the little short sword again. She's like, "Yes, we will get to know each other."
Right, we're gonna have Gollum in the party.
And she climbs up onto Gordon's. She starts to climb up onto Gordon's shoulder, and she looks at Athelstan. And does a pat, 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 and then like clambers up there and just like wraps her tail gently around Gordon's neck.
Okay. He seems very happy about that. Okay. You move on?
Yes, I say
right.
yes.
Yes.
Does everybody else say yes?
We agree, so we do it.
Yes.
You agree,
of
so you
course.
do it.
Can we have that phrase on a T-shirt or something? Because
Yeah.
I really like that. I
That'd
like
be
that everyone picked that up.
Okay. Let me just
agree, so
add
we
it
do
to
it.
my notepad.
Or like, I don't know, a pin. I
A
don't
pad
know.
of dumb shit that people say in this campaign. In all of our campaigns.
Yeah, just dumb shit.
It's like top 10, just a top 10 list of random dumb shit.
Yep. Maybe just that could be on a T-shirt.
No, it's
anyway,
literally just the top 10 stims that everybody in this group has.
True, true. All right. So you continue heading east, and you find the area where the Arambamba River begins to come back down, back south. At this point, it's probably best to start heading south yourself.
we do.
So we do.
We agree, so we do it.
We agree, so we do it. My gods, guys, we've traveled 4 miles.
Oh, Rick.
God, the traveling would go faster.
Let's
If
just
Fantasy Grounds will go faster.
Fantasy Grounds would work.
yeah. I'm
I
just
don't know
not
what the
gonna
problem
open.
is.
I'm not gonna open anything on Fantasy Grounds. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm-
leave. I have the map open over here. I have like the front part of Athelstan's character sheet. I'm good for now. No one else open a damn thing on Fantasy Grounds. I swear.
And not even touching
Ew!
him
I had
around.
screenshots of mine and Atlas's character sheets, so I'm just gonna stay out.
I unfortunately do not have screenshots of Razira's.
Oh well. Role play.
Yeah.
Here we go. Vroom, vroom.
All right. So heading south, you head south.
Yes.
That was super
Southy.
southy of me.
Southward bound. Southern south for southerners.
You make it to within 2 miles of the bottom of the plateau. Here, the ground has begun to start elevating. Just a very mild incline, but you are aware of it enough that as you're walking, you can feel like your feet are at that sort of toes tipped
Yeah.
up angle in comparison to your ankles.
Mhm.
And you know that the plateau should be within reach very, very shortly. You break for lunch and find yourselves just very tired. The exhaustion is beginning to weigh on you, and I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws. If you just want to roll
Are you
an
able to
actual
convince me?
D20, I will get you your modifier.
This is where I roll like. This
Modifiers.
is where I'm still gonna roll like shit.
Right, Ryan, I'm rolling the chicken dice. This better not suck tonight.
Yeah.
If I roll physical dice, you guys won't believe me.
That's
No,
true. We
won't.
won't.
I'll believe you. I don't believe it when it rolls right in front of me. Why would I? Shut up.
Hey, you've got an overhead cam, don't you?
Oh,
That is true.
Okay.
You said a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, what'd you say?
Yes, a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. I
Got
have
a
a plus
21
5.
Eli.
Hot damn.
I have a
Modified
plus
21.
7 on con, and I rolled a 12, so that's 19.
I feel like I need to. Let's got a nat 20.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh shit! I have to roll for.
Did you
slide.
actually?
No, I got a 19.
Okay. I was about ready to throw you out the window.
Wow. See, told you.
I don't want to taint Sly's roll with this roll that I just made. So I'm just gonna pull out one of my other dice here. Let's give her the pine cone dice. Yep. Okay. So I rolled a 10 for Sly plus whatever her con is.
Okay.
I rolled a total of
Oh,
12.
dang! You
Ow.
with the nat 1.
I wasn't sure it was going to roll at all.
Why are you rolling? Get out of there. You're gonna break it. Our table's already broken.
Did
Damn it.
anybody roll
21.
below a 10?
I did not. I rolled a 12.
All good? Okay. So, despite the heat and the exhaustion of not sleeping the night before, you are all able to kind of resist
Second win.
any sort of exhaustion effect.
Hell yeah.
You pick up and begin your
That's probably
afternoon's
because-
march.
Because
You
Atlas is singing something.
you know at this point that you are growing closer to the other camp. You are within 4 miles of it. It is up to you if you wish to slow down now and travel more stealthily or continue at your normal pace.
Full sprint forward.
Sundown?
Sorry, what was that, Artemis?
How close are we to sundown?
You just had lunch, so it's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, so we got a couple of hours yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can afford to be more careful.
Okay. Then let's do that.
Okay. So slowing down, traveling a little bit more carefully. I need another survival check. You can do it at advantage.
Atlas. Do I risk casting a spell?
19 for Atlas.
Okay. Is that with his
ex-
modifier or without?
Yes.
Excuse me,
With.
Yenrik. Did you just say no to casting a spell?
Yeah.
And he stops and he just kind of looks at the rest of the party. You know what this is?
Growth?
Growth. But also, what's the password?
I don't
You never
know.
Taught it to Yenrik.
I
By the
punch
way,
him in the
did we?
face.
Razira looks
If you just
just
wanted
as
to pet me,
confused
you just
about
had to ask.
passwords.
Yeah. The password is cabbages, guys. Come on.
I rolled a 15
15 what?
to punch Yenrik in the face when he didn't give me the password.
Are you okay with that, Yenrik?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, you punch him in the face.
If you just wanted to pet me, you just had to ask. I know I am floofy.
You're making it weird.
You're
But-
weird.
Says the one who swooned.
I didn't swoon onto Yenrik. That would be very weird. For one thing, I fear to know that he probably could catch me.
God damn it, Emily.
What?
They do.
Oh,
The password is you all just lost the game.
Corvée, you're a special kind of
Shitty person.
yeah. You're a special kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Anyway, we so is this no unanimous that I don't cast the spell to help us be quieter and undetected? Okay, well let's go.
When we get closer to the camp, if we hear something, maybe.
Yeah, for now, just. Why is the music so intense?
I don't know.
Wow.
Athelstan's new madness is that he can hear the soundtrack to every session.
Why would you encourage that kind of nonsense?
I've had weirder madnesses. Listen, Keenan is literally got a madness that makes him extremely physically sexually attracted to insects. And we're fighting the Tyranids.
Anyway.
Right.
God
All
damn
I'm
it,
really-
Anthony.
imagining now is that freaking "Why is their boss music" meme.
Are you done?
Okay,
Is
we
the
go.
ADHD in control now?
We agree, so we do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, you make it to the base of the plateau, and at this point, with your slower footfalls and marching, you are within an hour of dusk. At this point, you can hear, just sort of in the distance to the north-ish west of you, that there is noise of some sort. It's difficult to kind of pin down, but you are aware of it.
Would you say that would be a nature-based check for me to try and identify it? Are my
Yeah.
senses still heightened?
No. That ended at dawn.
Okay. So this would just be a regular roll instead of a disadvantage roll.
Correct.
Would this be nature or perception?
Nature.
Okay. I don't know what my skills are because I didn't take a screenshot of that. I'm going to do that right now before I forget. I'm not going to roll any dice because God forbid I break it again. The screenshot. Gotta make a screenshot. Wait.
What'd you roll?
9.
I rolled a natural 1
Okay. Yeah.
on nature-based check.
No, unfortunately, you don't hear anything.
I'm too distracted.
You're too distracted by vibes.
And they must
And
able to
Breeze's taut furry ass.
Mm. Truth.
Well,
Should
they're wearing pants, so I don't really know if it's furry or not. Actually, no, we were all naked in the pools. At least I think we all were.
Except for Sly.
Oh, yeah, Sly was. Yeah. No.
Anyways.
Anyway,
So, now, at the base of the plateau, what are you doing?
it might behoove us to try and find a place to lay low.
Camp here?
Yeah.
It's the plateau.
Realize the question that's about to come out of my mouth, but do we risk the bubble tonight?
last spell that was cast, Sly and I were sucked into the ground.
I'm very aware.
When Breeze casts this, usually they need to sit in the center of it alone. I won't be able to grab them.
Is
I'll be
I can
fine.
try.
is the area on top of this cliff still this forest?
Nope.
Yes.
Is it? Out of character, Moose?
Yenrik, roll a history check at advantage.
The rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. When the cheese drawer opens, gotta pay the tax. The cheese tax.
Technically, it's the same, but you haven't heard of any sort of slumbering issues at the top of the plateau.
And maybe we go there.
It's a
and
sheer
sleep.
it's a sheer climb. We have only about an hour until dark.
I know.
Then climb quickly.
Razira she has a climb speed.
She's gone.
So she
Just look,
bolts
the
up.
cat is like halfway up the cliff.
I will say this
Again,
plateau is about
marveling.
2.5 miles high.
Are there any ledges that seem
Would
accommodating?
No. Unlike the other ledges that you've had to climb towards the Pantera Lodge and down to the Jaguar's Heart Temple, this one is far more sheer. There are some areas where you might be able to kind of like sit and balance and rest for a couple minutes, but there's nothing where you would be able to recline, try to actually sleep or anything like that.
I
And
don't know
certainly
about all
not
of you.
together.
I don't know about all of you, but I may be able to see perfectly in the dark. Most of us can. But I don't know so much about trying to winch Atlas up this sheer face in the
how
middle
much
of the night.
does Atlas weigh?
A
Why don't
horse.
they just,
A lot.
why don't they just shapeshift?
That was my question. I just hadn't gotten there yet.
It's an innate ability,
They're-
so it doesn't count as a spell.
That was what I was going to ask. Does their wild shape count as
They're
doing magic?
Have they wild shaped since we've been here?
They
Yes.
have, but not during the blight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the last time that Atlas shapeshifted, we were climbing up the cliff next to the waterfall that emptied into the hole that went to
Right.
God knows where, and that was before the blight. So,
Right.
have not done it since then. So my question is, does Atlas feel like they could safely shapeshift without
Ma-
working the rest of the party?
I mean, I
Because
can.
Atlas wouldn't risk it.
My wings are technically an object and not an innate magical spell.
I can
but
vertically
you-
inspire. Alark was able to flash a genius.
I still don't understand how he did that.
I don't know it either.
Fucker.
He helped you think really hard.
Mm.
Atlas makes some kind of like nature or arcana check or something, because knowing Maggie, Atlas would not risk it.
Yeah.
If they thought that they were going to harm their friends. The way that they play Atlas.
I will say Atlas would not risk it even if it was a sure thing.
that's why I'm asking how much does Atlas weigh?
Weighs
A
as much as a
lot.
horse. So,
Yeah.
what, 1,200 pounds?
You're probably gonna have to.
Depending on the size of the horse.
I feel like 1,200 pounds is small for him.
He's 2,500 pounds plus gear.
Yeah, because
Really?
he's a beef boy.
So he's
Okay,
about
so
3,100 pounds right now.
3,000
Jeez.
pounds. Yeah.
He's
How much
ton
can
and a half.
Gordon
1.5
carry?
pounds.
How much can I carry?
Gordon.
I don't know how much Gordon weighs.
No, how much can Gordon carry?
Not that much.
I
The
mean,
9-foot tall Minotaur.
yeah, like I can carry a fair bit, but even that's a little much. No offense, Atlas. I'm not saying you're fat or nothing, but
You got that
Taken,
horse
just
muscle.
trying to figure out the safest way to get up there.
it's also like an awkward thing because you're such a big beefy boy. I would struggle for sure.
I am a big beefy boy. Okay, well, then we have to decide. Do we climb up and figure out a way to rig something down? Or how are we going to do this? Because you can't turn into another creature, can you?
I could.
That would be the only thing I
Sure.
could think of would be the safe, like,
Are you sure you can?
this.
As far as I
Ooh.
know. I know
You
that
haven't
he doesn't know
slept.
that. Which doesn't make any sense though, because I was sleeping when I was woken up, and then I was woken up from my watch,
You
and then I
only
amused into my
once a
tea.
day?
I like the no. I'm just saying that I like the poetic way that Affy described my dream.
I'm just asking, can you only shapeshift once a day?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, then obviously you can't do that again because we haven't gotten rest.
Well,
So-
Athelstan wouldn't really know that. I guess he'd try and he'd fart. Or no, he would break one bone. He would like dislocate his shoulder trying to do it, and he'd be like, nope, and he'll pop it back in place. That ain't gonna.
Short of using magic, Atlas has nothing that will help with this, and neither does Keli. So, either sleep down here and climb in the morning, or
We're not gonna sleep.
yeah, I
We'll
mean,
just be more
the
tired.
point at it's kind of a moot point at this time. We might as well just figure out a way to get up there.
We still have all the climbing gear, right? From
Atlas has climbing gear too.
and from
Yeah,
Ulrich's things. It's just physics. We just use it. We just use the counterweight.
Okay.
We just got to find a way to rig it up there. Razira,
Yes.
But
how fast
it's
can you climb up there with a
2
rope?
miles. We don't have that much rope.
Oh no,
I
okay,
cannot
so
hear you.
It's 2 miles. We don't have that much rope.
We don't have to do it all in
No.
one go.
if we can, okay, so because
There's
Atlas
more.
has climbing gear comes with pitons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pitons or however the fuck you say that word.
Spiky things put inside of cliff.
I have
are
an
we
idea.
able to
I
at,
can
like spike up?
probably.
Hang on,
I-
one at a time. Not Artemis. Keli. Continue.
It's fine. Go ahead, Razir.
I can probably just start carrying people up there.
You are two and a half feet tall.
Now,
Wow.
It
Does
would
that mean?
take too long. It
What?
would take way too long.
I mean, I'm not worried about us getting up there necessarily, especially with the climbing
I
gear.
don't know if I like being able to hear the music. On my computer, I can actually listen to it now.
What do you mean right now, Rashira? I look. Capital L. All the eyes.
Okay.
I look at Razira.
Make an Arcana check.
I gotta look at my screenshots because Fantasy Grounds is a little bitch. Use the pinecone dice because the pink ones roll like shit. God damn it! 10.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
That's a tabaxi. As far as you can tell.
Like when he says this to you, like a bunch of eyes just open up on his face.
while he's looking at you, just all green, like all slightly tired. If full green eyes could look bloodshot.
What if we all strapped ropes to Atlas, fashioned them some kind of shoes with the pittons, just so they could clip into the wall, and they would technically climb as we climb, but we're doing all the shifting half the weight.
Won't it be somewhat easier to do that as well since he has those hooves? Those shoes?
The shoes do not make him weightless.
I know, but like it could help, right? At any point. For him to be
suggesting that
not-
Skyrim horses up the side of the cliff.
No, I'm suggesting that'd be funny. That would be funny. And he does have front ways eyes, so he is a predator. But what I'm suggesting is that he wouldn't, because of the shoes, he wouldn't, possibly wouldn't take any extra disadvantages on like a difficult terrain kind of dealy if we were to do something like that. For him. I know it doesn't make him weightless.
Let me just review the item really quickly.
Okay. And
Okay.
Artemis, go ahead.
I just actually finally read what's in a climber's kit. And it says that as an action, you can anchor yourself and then you can move 25 feet. And so, like, what I'm thinking, this is going to be the most ridiculous looking thing ever from the outside, but, like, if we are able to anchor up and have Atlas follow.
Yeah.
Like, will
Yeah.
that work?
Yeah, and it's basic counterweight.
Yeah.
It'll take a while, but if Razira is strong enough to put the pythons in the side of the cliff as she goes up.
I know,
Razira-
Will that work?
Razira just punches the side of the cliff.
Shh.
Or, well, claws the side of the cliff.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage as you punch some rock. Like, what do you want from me?
They asked if she was strong enough to actually, like, put the python in if she goes up. It's like...
Okay,
just saying.
okay. Don't hurt yourself.
In theory, anybody with a climber's kit can put it in. Put one of the pythons in. So that's what I'm asking. If we go first, can Atlas follow behind us?
Yes.
Go ahead.
However, centaurs are an extreme disadvantage when it comes to climbing.
I remember the ladder.
They move at 1/4 speed in comparison to anybody who just doesn't have a climb speed.
Oof.
Yeah.
We
So,
counterweight him.
if it takes you hypothetically 4 hours to climb this cliff,
It'll take us 8.
it would take him like 12,
16.
Oh, yeah.
16. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, you said 4 times, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody open anything.
Maggie
We're
is
looking
not
at it.
here to make this decision, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I was literally about to be like, it's all up to you, Atlas, but then I was like, fuck, Maggie's not fucking here.
Stuff them in the bag of holding.
This is not
for that
3.5e.
Also, they wouldn't have enough air.
Just have his little snoot sticking out.
Well, there's ledges. You can just let him out, let him breathe, take a breath, go back, do it
Just
again.
like
We'll be all right.
tie it around his neck. we need a special trinket necklace.
No,
You
we
said how
Okay.
tall is the cliff?
2 miles.
2 miles.
2.5. Yeah.
2.5 miles.
Yenrik, is the plateau this height all the way around it? Or is there a lower end?
From your history check, Yenrik, yes, it is about this height pretty much all around.
Oh, okay, so we didn't shit the bed on this one then. I just wanted to look at my spells. I want to die. We might as well just start doing this because if we lay down and try and sleep, we're just going to be even more exhausted.
Agreed.
But we need to figure out how to do it.
Then?
Sorry?
Are we technically not out of the forest?
I think we're still in it. Are we in it, Yenrik?
Yeah, we're still in the forest.
Yeah, you're still surrounded by trees.
Can you say
The
that with
top of the
certainty?
plateau. Yes.
How
The top
fast
of
can
the
I make?
plateau should be safe.
How fast can I make laying these pythons fast? How fast can I make this go if I use my wings? Which is technically not a spell; it's an item.
It would still take you an action
Mm-hmm.
to hammer in every python.
And I have an hour. No, last time I rolled a D. I have 3 hours with it. Because every time I use it, I roll a D6 to see how. Hang on. Shit, that's not how that works.
I think it's how long until you can use it again is what
Yeah.
the D6 is for. It's
Yeah.
still an hour.
Yes. So an hour. So 6 seconds. For I can do it 10 times. No. Wow, that's not math. You're the math teacher, Rob. How many times can I do it?
If what?
For 6, I have it for every action.
100.
It takes an action to hammer in a python.
600. 600.
Looking
Yeah,
at this
you got-
map, Yenrik, have you been in this area before?
I've never been on the plateau. No.
Been around the base of the plateau, though?
Oh yeah, I killed many adventurer around the plateau.
Okay, so ignoring that for a moment, we'll come back to that. Where the river
Athelstan
goes,
legitimately chuckles.
would it be easier to climb up there where the river is?
I mean, the only thing will be easier is if you fall.
That is a good point.
I'm just
But that's
thinking
a
maybe
lot
there's
of
more
travel.
handholds there.
That's a lot of travel, Keli.
No, but I don't know what to do. And also, out of character, I'm stressed out because Maggie's not here, so I don't know what to do.
Affy, could you describe which square we are currently in beside the plateau? Because I know that we swung south, but I wasn't sure exactly which one we ended up underneath. Is it?
I'm just going to flip it up on the screen,
I-
on the game
I'm-
screen.
Oh wait, I
On
can
stream?
just look at the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are directly below sort of the outward curve of the S in forest.
Okay.
Okay, that's where the little red line is right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't move that. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that real quick.
Sure.
We could try.
I have to do this 90 times during the day at
We
work.
We can try and quietly make it over to the river. It will be easier if we fall, which I feel, sorry to say, is statistically more likely.
Oh yeah, they splat all the time trying to get to the top.
Breeze?
Okay, so from where we are, we're basically at the bottom of this cliff, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm understanding the topography a little better. 2 miles, really? Okay. Sorry, what was the question? I was trying to think before you said anything.
It looked like you had a question, sorry.
No, I was just thinking. I have
This-
no idea. I thought you were asking about
Mm.
what we should do, or
I thought you had something to add.
no, I've got no spells that can help us. I've got nothing we can do. Really, all we can do is just try and climb.
I can fly 40 miles an hour. So could do this.
40 miles an hour. How many people do we have?
No, I can
5.
fly the speed of 40 miles an hour.
No, that's what I mean.
But I don't think I'm going to be able to lift Gordon Atlas up there.
Could you make Atlas smaller?
can't do it one at a time.
I might. If we're all up there and we hammock saddle him. As long as he's not catching anything and I can fly along with him to guide him up there, and you're all on the end of this rope, it's going to take a while. We're going to have to do it ledge by ledge.
Yeah.
All right. Skill challenge.
Try it.
Let's fucking do it.
Suddenly, this campaign becomes with a rope. Everybody
There's a-
Vengeance is mine.
There's like a montage of cinching ropes and make a man out of you is playing in the background.
do a montage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it ends with Athelstan summoning his wings. Poof.
Do you want us to roll?
Lay out the plan specifically for me. Who is doing what? Yenrik?
I should go forth with Zero to lay in Pythons.
Yes. And I can lay Pythons as well.
All right.
And are you okay going last? So you can help Atlas?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
I feel like it would actually be
Remember, DM, you can't kill somebody when they're not here, so...
Gordon's here.
I actually feel like it would be
I'm
smarter.
not worried about Gordon.
I actually feel like it would be smarter for Gordon to go be one of the first up because
Then he can just pull.
he is, for
I'm
lack
not
of a
making
better,
this choice.
for lack
Somebody
of a
else
better
can do
term,
that.
you are a very strong piece of beef.
Thanks.
I mean,
You're welcome.
all I'm imagining is Rosira climbing ahead of everybody, putting the pitons in when they're going past, climbing back down, grabbing the pitons, and then repeating the process.
Oh.
Because she has a natural climbing speed.
Oh, I thought you meant like going down and taking out the python that we'd already put, and that would have been funny. Anyway, okay.
I mean, that's the only way we're going to make it the 2.5 miles.
That is true. Okay. That actually makes sense. So it's like when you have like a layer of logs and you're trying to move something down or up a hill, and you keep moving the logs. So I think that kind of visual actually is very useful there.
Okay.
So
who is going up first?
Rosira.
Okay.
Yes.
Yenrik is following?
Yeah.
Yenrik, I need acrobatics or athletics check. However, Flame Wolf 6 just played a save me card, so you automatically pass.
Yeah, baby.
Who's next?
Me.
Like Gordon?
Well, yeah. As they start laying pythons, we'll start. I think.
Yes. Climb.
Gordon, then Sly, and then Keli and Athelstan, and Breeze.
And I can fly.
Well, I can carry at least 2 people, so that can narrow down some time.
To be fair, I mean...
Yeah, carry Sly.
Yes, duality.
I'm gonna say Rosira could probably carry somebody.
But
You're
you're so
carrying Yenrik.
small.
2'6".
It's not. It's not a
saying-
matter. It's not a matter of weight. It's a matter of you're so small and they're so big.
Yeah, but I also tower over Breeze, and Breeze picked me up as if I were.
Imagine it's much
It's
like
not
an
lucky.
ant that can carry, 5 times its body weight.
What'd you say, Breeze?
I got lucky.
You're also only
Yeah,
like
you
a
did.
foot taller than him.
Them.
Them. Sorry, them.
I'm 6. Last I checked my character sheet, Gordon, I am 6'8" now.
What's a character sheet?
I don't know. That felt weird. I think I just.
Oh
had a
yeah,
stroke.
you did get a little bigger, but still, that's not even a foot and a half.
My tail is like half in existence, half out of existence, and like just flicking happily like a cat when Breeze was like, "I got lucky," and it's just like stops, and then flicks the other way.
Gay.
All right, we agree, so we do that.
Okay. So, Enric goes up. Gordon follows with Sly and Breeze.
I mean, Athelstan's flying, so Breeze could either go with Gordon or with Athelstan to like hand him pythons to hammer in, something like that.
Breeze backpack.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Breeze. Breeze backpack.
Breeze pack.
It's the. I was about to say.
Where do you put your arms? I need to know for roleplay reasons.
Do you have like a back papoose?
I have the thing for Sly. Yeah, I have the harness. It's perfect to hang on to.
A
and it
Breeze
has, like,
Bjorn.
yeah,
Didn't
it
we
has,
have
like,
one of
the
those
strap.
for Atlas? And the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep.
strapped Yenrik to the front of Atlas.
Shut up, Corvée.
No, Corvette,
Shut
you
the
can't
fuck
raid
up.
the cliff.
Yes,
Corvée,
you can.
Shut the fuck.
Wait,
Shut.
no,
Shut.
no.
Lee, I thought we were
Do
friends.
not-
We just started a talk show together.
Do not pull a Jeremy. We don't need another Jeremy.
I'm just. We're living in the image. Where do you put your arms?
On shoulders.
Cool. Harness in place. Wings out.
Entire
Button.
time Athelstan is just like,
Actually, if your wings are out, then I probably have to like piggyback style this. Like,
No, they can go on either
shoulder.
side of you because I've flown with. You'd have to do piggyback style. You said.
like legs on shoulders.
Oh,
No.
that'll work. Your legs and your feet in the stirrups.
hey,
Okay. So between Razira, Yenrik, and Athelstan / Breeze, you're able to make this sort of path of least resistance up the side of the cliff. Gordon follows with Sly on his back. Now, he does not get save me cards because he is an NPC. So, I need to make 3 saves for him to make it.
Can we spend any of our
Take-
inspiration to help him?
You can absolutely do that, but I will
he
not reveal
fails.
the roles until he's done.
Can I bardically inspire on
Yep.
these? Then I will bardically inspire.
How do you bardically inspire? I would love to know.
Michael is
Can-
one of my
can-
inspiration. It's according to the screenshot I took. I have 2.
Sure?
Same here.
And Atlas will
And-
give one of theirs.
And Sly does have an inspiration as well.
And they would definitely use it on
Yes.
Minotaur.
Yeah.
So that's 4 inspiration.
Well, I can only
Can
take
she
3
give
because
him
there's only 3
advantage?
roles.
Can she give him advantage by being
No.
like
Action.
there, like steering him by the horns?
No, the pythons and ropes are all in place. And she is additional weight at this
I
point.
know.
So if anything, she'd be giving disadvantage, but I am a kind and benevolent DM.
Okay. Do it.
All right,
Rip off
so
a band-aid.
who gave me inspiration?
Me and
Uh,
Atlas.
Me.
And Sly.
Okay, Sly then, not Zero then.
Well, Sly would do it
Yeah, I
first.
mean- Breeze
Yeah.
with bardic inspiration on all 3 rolls, or as many as needed.
Okay, and that's a D8 or a D...
At that level, D8.
My poor rolls have helped me this day. Once we're done with these wings, this round of wings for this hour, in 1 hour I can use them again.
Ooh,
'Cause I rolled a 1.
Okay, are you ready for the rolls?
Yep.
Yep.
Sure.
My first
I'm
roll
scared.
was a 7. The inspiration gave me a 23,
Oh.
plus 2. Second one, I rolled a 19,
Nice.
so I was fine.
Okay.
With plus 4 from Bardic. Third one, I rolled a 6. Inspiration gave me a 20 plus 7 for the Bardic.
Oh,
Oh my god, so he's just like Wolverining up there.
Gordon, with
I
Sly
thought-
on his back, is able to make it to the top of the plateau,
Ha.
where he begins to jury rig a mechanism thing.
He
to help
uses
get Atlas
his
up.
mad wizard skills. Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to use his
I'm-
Mad Wizard skills? Okay.
No.
No. Cedar,
His
don't.
smarts. I meant
No
like
ideas.
his wizard smarts, his intelligence that he trained when he was at wizard school.
I thought the one Wolverine at the cliff was Rizira, but that works too.
Okay, now the issue of Atlas. Of pulling the pony up.
Well, is Atlas going next after Gordon and Sly? Or is
Probably gonna
Keli?
have to. Oh, that's right, Keli.
Oh shit, your other non-dexterous member.
Oh,
Eli, how much do you weigh with armor?
that's a very rude question to ask Razira. Some people are not appreciative of it because sometimes there's some sort of like, I'm gonna stop talking now.
Well, just drop me off at the top and go back down and get her.
Okay. I put Breeze down. And I go down there. And I help rig up the bitch straps.
Are you sure?
Why are you saying that?
I'm just asking, are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know why you're saying it like that.
Because it's taken Razira, you, and Yinrik
Yeah, that's
over
my next question. yeah.
almost over an hour.
Okay, then I'm out of the wings then.
Yes.
All right, so
I
I
climb.
don't jump off the cliff.
Just as you're about to, your wings gone.
And he's just like,
Roll your d6 for how long it'll take for them to come back.
I already did. It was a 1.
At this
My
point,
poor-
the
my
sun
poor
has
self.
gone down, so everything going forward that relies on sight will be at disadvantage.
Except for me.
Right. And, well, Rizira should just be able to climb back down the cliff.
Yeah, you have dark vision, right?
Yep.
And a
How
climb
dark-
speed. So she
Yeah,
doesn't need to
you-
make a check to do so.
You do it. I'm trusting
Alright.
you. I don't trust you, but I'm placing trust in you. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're here. But I'd appreciate if you help me get my friends up here.
She shakes her head as she climbs back down the cliff. About 40 feet a second, and that probably take like 20 minutes to climb all the way back down.
Athelstan's just like laying on the ledge, like watching
who
in
all
pure
is it?
terror.
Who all is at the bottom?
Right now, Keli and Atlas.
I
Trying to
will
figure out-
go up with Atlas. I will not leave them themselves.
So we're just kind of waiting for Athelstan. Unless Atlas decides to turn into like a weasel or something.
You've decided that Maggie would not make that choice, therefore we are not making
Yep.
that choice for them.
I think I would have told Razir before they went down that he's got maybe like an hour.
If it took you 20 minutes to get back down here, we wait the other 40 minutes until Athelstan is able to do whatever it is he's going to do.
Can from the top of the plateau, the camp that's nearby, can we see any distant glowing or some smoke in the distance? Thing like
Yep. You can make out the sort of same smoke lines that you saw the night before.
They haven't moved. They haven't moved, right? They haven't moved. How's that MacGyver rig going, Gordon?
You know, it would be super easy if Ulrich was here. This is kind of more his vibe than mine, but I'm doing my best. I've kind of got this like air cradle that we can put under Atlas's belly. to lift him, and
Reverse saddle.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. The thing is, there's no counterweight except like me, and Atlas weighs more than I do.
I look around for a tree.
Well, how long if how much how much do you weigh?
Me?
Yeah.
Like 1,500.
Alice is twice his weight right now.
So-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I've got a enlarge potion,
Oh.
a potion of growth.
Ooh,
If
Make Gordon big.
I
Maybe
have
bigger.
I have potion 2.
So if we use that,
It
I
would
don't
conceivably
have
make me a lot stronger.
Yeah, you can just
I'm heavier.
run up the hill.
Yeah.
so like makes you large reduce.
One size larger, isn't it?
No.
one
yeah.
size larger,
So we're
8 times heavier.
multiplied by 8. So that would make you a lot heavier than him.
Gordon
to
kind
self.
of.
Counterweight comes.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Breeze. My only question is, I'm already a big fella.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be enough room for my ass up here? I mean, there's a lot of trees. Or do we just kind of like heave-ho around them?
I mean, maybe we knock some trees down while we're waiting for Athelstan to.
Speaking of knocking
the
trees
wind back?
down, I rolled a 19 plus, what is my nature? 4. 19 plus 4 to find big tree to maybe use as counterweight.
Yeah, there's lots of big trees here.
One that I have been able to do the arborist physics of dropping it safely and not on anyone's head. But I also have a
Sure.
potion of something like that too. Anyway, cool. We could do.
It's doable. It might take me a little bit. How long does that potion last? An hour?
1d4 hours.
Oh,
a
so kind of the
D4?
luck of the draw of how potent it is. All right.
Just want to look.
I
at
would be
my
concerned
inventory.
if I got under 2 hours, because that's what I'm expecting it to probably take to heave-ho Atlas up the cliff.
I give up an inspiration to make the potion stronger.
Sure.
Does that work?
And I do that
Why not?
because I'm here for this. I just want to get Atlas up the damn cliff.
But I also have I think I have a potion of strength.
I'm already pretty strong.
Yeah, but like imagine if you were even stronger. Is
But
it
if
safe
I'm big, I would have more strength. And
and
I
if
think,
you were big and with more strength?
But how does that potion work? Does it just like make me strong to a certain point, or does
Jesus
it?
fucking Christ! Can I retcon something?
No. Maybe.
What'd you do?
What is it?
That's what I was like. I was like, I have a potion that would work for this, but I haven't been able to open my inventory because Fantasy Grounds is a bitch. I give Atlas a potion of gaseous form.
Yeah,
We're
Wait,
gonna take a break.
I
We're
could
gonna
have
take a
swore I.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm so fucking angry. I knew that I had a potion. Like this whole time, I've been trying to figure out what this potion
None of us
was.
can get on
I
our
knew-
inventory,
I knew-
so we're just like,
So here's what
I
we do.
knew it was there. I couldn't remember what it was. I had something, but I
I
haven't
was-
been able to
I-
open my inventory.
Fantasy Ground sucks today.
Fuck you, Fantasy Grounds. Atlas comes up. Atlas turn. No, can I take over for a second? I give the potion to Atlas. Atlas turns into a fart and flies off the cliff. No fucking problem.
so Fantasy Grounds, if you're actually here tonight, we do still love you, I
you.
promise.
Fuck you.
We'll be right back.
So angry.
Hello. We're back. I realized I went back and Rob's not here, but it's fine. He's just my cousin. It's okay.
Mine.
We love him.
Thanks for the subs, Artemis.
Yay.
He bought me a
Making out.
microphone, so I had to donate back to the
You weren't
channel.
supposed to tell everyone.
I wondered why you sounded different.
This
Chris,
is my headset.
No,
Oh.
I also help with their
Hasn't
audio
gotten here
settings,
yet.
and I bought them a Blue Yeti X microphone.
yes.
Oh,
I made the mistake of saying that I was looking at microphones.
thanks, Agni.
I have been looking into getting myself a cheapy iPad to draw. I'm just kidding.
So what happened was I was ordering me one, and I accidentally put in the wrong address.
Oh, yes, of course. Happens all the time.
Can we talk about how Agni's just
To be
become the
fair-
sugar daddy of the Voctair?
I have almost
Wow.
sent you stuff on Amazon because I had your thing up. So,
That's
I have
but
too,
granted,
so it's fine.
if we were making the money that Agni was making, we'd be just sugar daddying our parents, or all of our friends anyway.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Living the dream.
Anyway, so where we left off before break, before the stream did whatever was happening there, and I still haven't figured out what the problem is. You had made your way to the Enquara Plateau, and were debating how to get Atlas, your centaur friend, up the very sheer 2-mile-high cliff. And then, due to technical difficulties, the party realized that they, out of character Moose, had the solution all along. So now we're just going
you
to...
can say cedar. You can just say cedar.
No, because some people knew that it existed and said nothing because they didn't want to metagame. Just saying.
Yeah, true. Fuck you, duality. Love how you're doing great. Thank you for role playing.
You're doing great, but fuck you.
I'm so proud of you. I've never
I'm
eaten
so
a mango.
proud of you right now.
I've never this aggressively eaten a mango. So we're all on the top of the cliff now.
Oh no, you have to resolve how that potion appeared. Go on. For my entertainment. Go on.
Okay, I got it. You want this? You want some role play, baby?
I do.
All right. So Razira's coming back up the cliff. And we're waiting at the top of the cliff.
Mhm.
I don't know what Sly and Gordon are probably doing.
Gordon
Slide.
is still working on his reverse saddle for Atlas.
And Sly is probably giving not tying advice because she's like, oh, I like it when you make that knot. Something like that. Anyway. Athelstan. What's Breeze doing?
Getting ready to give Gordon the potion of growth if you don't realize you have something.
Oh yeah. I imagine that we're just like sitting there and like he's just like watching down. And he kind of like just looks over while you're going through your bag. And he remembers something. Breeze.
Yeah?
Come here.
What?
And he flips open the top of his pouch. And he pulls out a bit of beeswax waxed cloth. And he gives it to you. And as you open it up, it's not much anymore. It's just about that big now. It's the last piece of chocolate.
Yay.
Really Is this really important right now? We're trying to get Atlas up. I mean, thank you, but
Sorry, I'm 12.
To me, it is.
thank you.
You're welcome. I normally don't, at least for a long time, I didn't care for being touched. But it doesn't hurt.
I know.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Good.
Especially when you do it.
I mean, or Sly.
True, but it's not the same. He's like fiddling with his pouch and stuff.
Anything else in there that might be, like of use?
Breeze, I wanted to say that he pauses. And he shifts a piece of cloth over. And he sees what the little pouch that used to be the bag of holding. Fuck.
You wanted to tell me fuck?
Fuck. And he's undoing the strings, like fucking big fingers trying to undo the knots. And he's like muttering to himself, fucking stupid.
Do you need help?
Bastard. And he just like hands over the pouch. Alaric left it behind. There's fucking ocean.
Why did he leave everything? Fucking
I
idiot.
don't fucking know.
Do you not think he's gonna need this shit?
I don't fucking know. There's a fucking potion of gaseous form in there.
Oh, so Lark solved their problem again.
Fucking bastard.
Yep. That's about right.
And I imagine Razir just like pops up over the side of the cliff. Hello. I am back. I am back.
Kila said we were waiting for you at the bottom.
Yep. Has it been an hour?
Probably only about
okay.
only about 40 minutes.
How fast can you get back down there?
How fast I get up here?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. He takes.
I mean, I can. We can make her get down very quickly.
You want to push me?
That was my intrusive thought too.
However, how long would it take you to climb down?
Take this potion, please. And be careful with it. Don't drop it. And I'm just gonna repeat what I said earlier, because we've erased some of that, because we're retconning part of this. I would really appreciate it if you could get my friends back up here. This is a potion, gaseous form. Give it to Atlas. He's the centaur. And you're probably gonna have to help Heli
She's
haul
grabbed it.
their ass up here.
She grabbed the bottom of the bottle between her teeth and like, ocean asius door, got it.
I love it. Oh, I love Razira so much. Usher no Ashish door. I see this. Someone needs to draw it. Oh my God, Alyssa! When you watch this back, I want to see this in your style. That'd be so cute. Razira climbs back down the cliff, right?
Yep.
I like them.
So, at the bottom of the cliff, Atlas and Keli, you see Razira come down, say, Athelstan needs to wait an hour before he can come and get you. Then climb back up the cliff. And then at the hour mark, climbs back down. And has a potion bottle in their mouth.
Oh, little one.
She reaches up and grabs the potion and like, Athelstan said, this one, drink it. Potion of gassy norm.
I had to make sure I didn't have food in my mouth if you said it again.
Okay, I trust my friend. Atlas know what that spell is. That's on the druid spell list.
Gassy norm? No, he doesn't know what gassy norms are.
Okay.
Make an arcana check as Atlas or Keli.
Can I make an intelligence check to see whether or not this would be happening and Athelstan should fly down there to intervene?
Sure.
Never mind. Never mind. No, never mind. I willingly fail it because I'm distracted.
That's a 12.
Gassy norm? Gaseous form, maybe?
Atlas trusts Athelstan, so they would take the potion.
Okay. You watch as Atlas tips back this bottle and immediately begins to fart. Because they were concerned about what happens to their farts when they become a fart. And
it is canon.
Yes,
so,
it is.
so Atlas farts and then turns into a fart. Slowly from the hooves up, his body becomes incorporeal and misty until he is a floating horse fart.
All editing of Atlas
Whoa.
is just like the bottom half, the horse half, like turning into gas, and he's floating away like a genie.
That would only be if it was a suppository of gaseous form, not a potion of gaseous form.
I love this
I
game.
like watches this happen and just with like an absolutely done look on her face begins to climb.
Okay. Keli, I need 3 checks, acrobatics or athletics, to make it
Keli.
up.
I can get you there
Advantage to
faster.
use your spin. What do you mean?
Can you hold on?
Cool, sexy music is playing, everybody.
What exactly?
All, you just hear a bunch of popping, and all of a sudden Razira just starts to transform and growing like 16 times her size.
Too many. That's too many times.
She is now a large white tiger.
Kitty.
Questions. I have all of the questions, but okay. Let's just go. And I backpack onto this now enormous tiger.
What in the Lisa Frank?
And now she moves at 50 feet around instead of 40.
Okay.
Run.
However, with the additional weight of Keli and Keli's gear, you are at half speed.
Okay.
But that's still
That's
25.
still a fuck ton. Like, you're still doing a fuck ton. It's like 75 feet around.
It's like Tai Lung running up the side of the cliff in Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. So you all watch as these massive white claws curl over the edge of the plateau and dig in.
And
And
the
then-
halo just.
The rest of the body comes up. You see Keli, her halo face, kind of like a little wide-eyed, but also like that regular I'm so fucking done with this shit expression. It's just a weird mix of awe and fuck my life. Followed
Atlas is
by
just over like
the
walk around my
large
real life.
skull of a massive white tiger. And then the rest of the body. Keli curled around the back.
What'd you do to Razira?
I didn't do anything. They can do this all on their own. And I just kind of like scratch.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, I just like point over at Yinrik.
Yeah, another one?
Yep.
no one can stay their
I-
size anymore.
You.
He just smirks.
Well, I thought I was the biggest one.
Well, you're the biggest.
Technically, you still are, aren't you?
You are 100% the biggest one. Razira is just the smallest, biggest one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How big is the were-tiger form?
How tall?
Tall, about
Yeah.
4 feet at the shoulder.
Damn.
Length,
Yeah. Like if they were standing on their back paws.
if they're standing on their back paws, they are 100,
7.
108 inches. Give me a second. That
Help me
is
math.
9
That's
feet.
9 feet.
Pretty
Okay.
close to Gordon.
So I'm still the
Important.
biggest, though. That right? Right?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
you
okay.
cannot play another character with a size complex. You're giving him
Watch
this.
me.
You're giving him a size complex, Affy.
What's tall in real life? I don't understand this.
I'm not tall. I'm just above average.
Anyway,
Okay.
As Razira is sitting there, she's just going to start shrinking back down. Not all the way to the Tabaxi form, more to the were-tiger form. And you know, if anybody's paying attention, she looks exactly like her Tabaxi form, just twice as tall.
no, yeah.
Still just
and
like
hasn't-
scratching while this is happening. Just completely over all of this nonsense.
Yeah, Athelstan hasn't taken his eyes off Razira.
She floofy.
Thank you, Razira.
Okay, so are we sleeping here or are we...
Yes, we need to sleep. Everybody needs to sleep.
Am I making the hut?
No, do we risk it?
It's up to
Listen,
you guys.
Are you feeling lucky?
I always feel lucky.
Hey,
Oh my god, get out of fucking room
just
already.
groans.
God.
Still holding the like package of chocolate.
Oh no, I put it in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't let Keli see that.
And yet, Razira's in hybrid form, and yet Sly is still taller.
So, top of the cliff. The entire party has finally made it. What are you doing?
I
would suggest not sleeping near the cliff.
don't think that'd be very smart.
So the
But
question is, do we
is
move into the
unlike-
tree line and then
it
set
is
the bubble
unlike-
up? Or not?
Say that again?
Question is, do we move into the tree line and set the bubble up or not? Do we make like we did last night and try to make up in the trees little rafts that we did?
Well, we have part of a hammock now. We can get Atlas up much easier thanks to Gordon into the tree.
Speaking of Gordon, how did Gordon react when that whole gaseous form potion was brought up?
He was a little put out, given how hard he'd been working on the thingy.
But now we can get him up in a
It
tree
looks
now.
amazing, Gordon. You did a
Yeah.
really good job.
It's
amazing.
fine. I don't need you to placate me, Keli.
And I'm not. Well, we can
I mean,
get.
I
We can
wasn't,
use
but
this to get them
okay.
up a tree. Okay, we're all very cranky. Let's just climb a tree, and make some platforms. We'll save the bubble.
Okay.
Before we go up there, we need the rest of the Pythons, because I'm not going to have anybody flanking my ass in the middle of the night. They're not that far. I go over, I grab the rope.
Rizir will just start climbing down and yanking them out of the cliff.
Okay.
Just not all of them. Like we had been moving them whole time anyway, but still, go ahead.
So, with your extended physical activity, climbing, building platforms,
Yep.
retrieving all the Pythons,
Yep.
everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw that is involved in setting up camp for tonight.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable.
26.
I got an 8. Actually, wait, I can roll. Can't say. I was rolling the wrong
Like,
concept.
roll like Keli. Much better. 19 for Keli. Atlas. 15 for Atlas.
What
You're
flies con mod?
her saving throw is +2.
She got a 10.
Okay. She is exhausted.
I think this is the fastest I've ever gotten an inspiration. Rizir has been here 3 episodes, and I got an inspiration each episode.
Yay!
So, with an exhausted Sly, how deep into the forest do you move to create your camp?
Not too far.
100 feet.
I was gonna say
100?
like 15 or 20, but I'll take 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving 100 feet into the overgrowth, you are able to create another tree raft situation. And between the climb and everything, it is still such an exhausting night. You will be hard pressed to have watches tonight. It's up to you whether you risk them or not. But you all feel like you could sack out for a long time.
So how far apart are we in terms of like physical distance?
From
From each other. Like when we're talking about like this tree raft.
in the tree raft, there's not enough space for everybody to be like on the same platform, especially when you have 2 heavier members of your party.
Put us like a cluster like in Tarzan.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I picture it like gorilla nests where they're kind of
Little hammocks.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
Probably a couple of people on branches above everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I imagine Razira and Yenrik in particular would kind of just be on a branch by themselves, kind of over the rest of the party, while the rest would be like lying on
Within,
squirrel
like,
nests,
10 or
essentially.
15 feet of each other, maybe.
Yeah.
Between like around 15 and 20 with like all of the sort of 3 dimensions taken into account.
So within
I'll
shouting distance
do-
for sure.
The entire watch.
And no, that's not happening. You look like shit. You need to sleep.
Athelstan climbs up on the tree raft, and he like settles down and he says, "I can take first watch," and then he just like passes out because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, on your save?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
you're
face
out.
plants.
Yep. He just like I don't. I can do. I can do it.
I should be good to take a watch.
Just like face first
No.
into the tree raft.
I mean, I rolled a 26 con save, so Rosira should be good to take a watch.
So
We should just.
Razira takes a watch and then I take a watch. Because we talked about splitting stuff up differently.
Yeah. So you're looking at 2 watches instead of 3.
If I take this like second and Razira takes the first, I'm not too bad off.
I have.
Everybody else sleep.
I need at least a short rest.
Yeah, Breeze, just
Riz-
sleep. It's okay.
Rosira
can-
Care
grew
of
up in a
Athelstan.
jungle, so she is probably used to taking long watches, especially being a hunter.
Same.
Razira and I have watches.
Did you just say take care of Athelstan?
Yes.
He's just lying face first on the tree raft, like his hair is like fucking his nose squished into the wood.
Mhm.
Any,
Yeah, you're a
Anybody-
hot mess. Keli is not a complete moron.
He's passed out,
No.
just like out.
Anybody who's paid attention to Rosira since she took her hybrid form would notice
Mhm.
that she is not nearly as. Her attention span is no longer that of a goldfish.
She's smarter.
Not smarter, more like just.
Focus.
Just has more space for all of that energy.
Took Adderall.
Right, so we agree which day we do it. Razira takes watch, I take a watch, everybody else sleeps.
Okay. Razira, as I put everybody into the cone of silence, please make a survival check.
Oh boy.
Survival?
Oh man,
Or-
Tally ho.
why do I do this to myself?
No perception?
Yeah, you can do perception, sorry.
And. 23.
Okay. You are used to watching the rest of the camp as they sleep. So the sounds of snoring and moving and farting and all that other stuff that happens while people sleep, it's familiar and almost comfortable in a way. The concerning part is that you hear to the northwest of you the sounds of footfalls, and it's like stage whispering. There's a group of people, and you can hear the sort of call and response of a conversation, and they're talking, but you can't make out the words. And then you hear a loud call of an animal of some sort as it screams in pain. And then sort of like the whooping and cheering of what you presume now to be a hunting party.
That'd probably be something she's used to hearing.
Indeed. The noise itself of the animal dying was strange, though. Unfamiliar. You'd never heard anything like that before.
She's
Anything
just
you-
going.
Sorry, go ahead.
She's just gonna keep an eye out.
Okay. Is there anything you're going to do on your watch otherwise?
Other than what she would normally do, which is make sure her take out her weaving kit and check for any holes in her poncho and stuff.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check just to see how your poncho's doing.
13.
It's a little banged up. There were a lot of heavy tree cover, and you're so small. So it's going to get snagged on bushes and whatnot. And then climbing up and down the cliff 14 million times definitely took its toll on the fabric. It is not threadbare in some places, but you can definitely see where you might have to start patching instead of mending.
She will make a note of that for the next time she goes hunting, so she can get leather to repair it.
Okay.
But otherwise, she can't really do much with it right now. She doesn't carry that much around with her.
Of course. Especially when you just thought you were going on a cursory look into the temple. All right. So your watch comes to an end and you wake Keli. Oh my god, I'm struggling with the map. Hang on. Don't get comfy. Sorry.
Not a lot. When it's just one person taking a watch, they don't last long.
Apparently.
Unless it was Sly, and then in which case we'd have to find her next week.
True. So Razira wakes you for the second half of the watch. You wake Keli feeling exhausted. 4 hours was not enough.
Go to bed. Be alright. Did you see anything?
See? No. Here, though, hunting party that way, and she points off to the northeast. They got something I've never heard before.
Just a creature you've never heard before, or what do you mean?
Assume creature, yes.
Okay. I will keep an eye out for them then.
At least I'm assuming it's a creature. I mean, if it was a dinosaur, she'd have probably heard it before, because Jolt. But, yeah.
All right, Zira. You climb up into the branches above the rest of the party and kind of tuck yourself in for sleep. Keli, make a Constitution saving throw.
Other one?
Yep.
Yeah. 19, so 20.
Okay. You are able to kind of shake off the exhaustion that's just lingering sort of at the edges of your mind. You know that not getting a good night's sleep in the next day or two is going to be very detrimental to your health.
She hasn't done before.
Make a perception check as you settle in for your lone watch.
We have to like scroll between screens here. 12, so perception.
Mhm.
17 total.
Sorry, you cut out there.
I rolled a 12 on the die, so 17 total.
17 total? Okay. You don't hear what Razira pointed out to you to the northeast. You are aware from where you kind of are, and you can poke yourself up a little further to look over the tree line. You still see where the smoke is that Athelstan pointed out the day before and marked on your map. And kind of looking around from there, looking towards the even further northeast, you do see what looks to be a tall pillar standing lone from the edge of the plateau.
This is where the thing is, right?
Sorry, you're really quiet.
It's where Never mind. I don't actually know that. I'm sorry. I've been editing for the last 2 days. I don't actually know that.
I don't know what you're talking about, so neither do I. It doesn't look like anything you've seen before. It's just like a column almost made out of rock and stone. The same thing the plateau itself is made out of, but separate.
Oh,
It's about the same height, yeah.
is it so like it's on the plateau?
No, it's separate from the plateau. So you have like the kind of top curve of the plateau here, and then you have sort of like the separate, almost island here.
Is it how far out does that appear to be?
It's difficult to tell from where you are. You can just sort of see it. And you're aware that it's this different space.
I make sure to mark that on one of the maps. Like, we go whichever one is closest to me. I'm assuming Athelstan. And his map, mark it.
Mm-hmm.
That we know.
It's about in the same area, so there's not like a whole lot of space for you to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just watch. I take out one of the feathers from the owlbear and just kind of twirl it in my fingers.
Okay.
Thinking about my dream.
All right. What do you think on your dream?
Real. Real. And you know how our story ended. Real. Interesting to think of what maybe why my brain did that, but I don't know. She just thinks about it and just keeps reminding herself over and over again. It's not real. It's not how it happened. No saw happen what she's become. Monster. She softly to herself just sings the song that she used to sing during the war.
Does it make you feel better?
Really, it makes her feel angry.
How angry?
Probably not so rage consuming that it used to be. Still very angry. Because all of that time was stolen from her. And she is what she is now because of the war and things that happened during it. And she reminds herself that running will not save anybody. She kind of looks at Athelstan sleeping, I'm assuming next to Breeze because gay.
Probably.
Sees the two of them, sort of marks what's going on there. And remembers a simpler time before things got complicated and dangerous.
Looking back on that, though, even living in Castle Avernus had been complicated and dangerous in its own way. You were charged with protecting Athelstan and ensuring that he remained healthy and safe, given what you know now that he was supposed to be Aslan's vessel, you understand why you were given that charge. Complicated further is everything that Athelstan believes about himself. That he's a corpse. Nothing but a soulless husk. Unworthy.
It was all about feeling like that.
Indeed.
She loves that stupid boy and reminds herself over and over again running will not help.
No, it won't. And you continue that mantra inside your head as the sun begins to rise. Creeping up, beginning to warm the air around you as the rest of your party wakes. Cedar, don't forget. Oh, fuck. I don't know how to do it so you don't freak out.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm not
You're gonna
freaking
get us
out.
every time. Like
Not-
the two of us for sure, you're gonna
Coffee.
get us every time.
It's just a symptom of my ADHD. It's fine.
Whisper in Fantasy Grounds first.
I
You
don't
don't have
have
fantasy
it
grounds
They're
open.
not
open.
open.
I'm saying as a general rule.
Yeah,
They
like that'll
don't
work. When
listen.
Fantasy
They don't
Grounds
pay
is-
attention to it.
Yeah.
I do. I see the messages when they pop up, but
I
like,
Uh-huh.
do too. When I hear a roll go through, I'm just like, oh fuck, what are they rolling for now?
There you go.
the number of times that I have like been through editing stuff and y'all are like, Keli and Athelstan's faces are amazing right now. We pay attention to the rolls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when everybody gets up, Keli just like when Athelstan is like fully awake. and
Am I
everybody's
fully
sort of-
awake is the question.
When we're
We'll
all
get to
down
that
on
in
the
a second.
ground.
Okay,
are we
well,
down on
if
the
we're going to
ground?
wait until you're on the ground, Razira, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Eli,
Okay.
I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Chicken
15.
dice or star dice that you gave me.
Start ice.
Chunk.
Chonk. Chicken. Do it for Maggie.
Actually, I'm gonna use one inspiration
Not
because
bad.
I have 3 of them.
Sure.
I rolled 15
Uh,
on die, so 18 total.
27 on a nat 20.
Okay.
Lord.
You're fine.
You think?
And sorry, Keeley, what did you roll?
15 on die, so 18 total.
Okay. You are suffering from your first level of exhaustion.
Ooh. 18 didn't pass. Holy shit.
Nope.
I'm glad
The bitch
I'm
stayed up
I
too
mean, I
late.
figured that it would, like, the difficulty would go the longer the night went on, but
Yeah, so.
I
better me than you guys.
You are the healer. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
do we roll for the stress effect or no?
Why is the music getting intense?
I'm getting there, Razira. You can't,
I was
like,
just I was asking because I didn't know or not.
you gotta let me get to it first.
Well, you're having an existential crisis over there. We get down to the ground floor, and Keli just goes to Athelstan and just like,
Am I awake though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I would
Do I have to
assume
make
so.
any saving
Well,
throws or anything?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, but
Thank
since
you.
everybody just wants to do their thing before I finish
No.
everything,
I
you guys
I
go
was
ahead. I'm just
waiting-
gonna be over here.
I was waiting patiently.
Okay.
I will make a Constitution saving throw.
From you, I need a con save and a wisdom save.
Why?
Because you have stress effects, my dear.
Okay. Okay. Con save. That's a +5. Come on, baby.
21 on a wisdom save.
Wait. I'm gonna use ferret's dice. I always roll too stupid high on ferret's dice.
All right,
Come on,
Razira,
go.
you're no longer suffering from your disadvantage to perception.
She feels completely fine after 4 hours sleep.
That's the third one in a
You
row.
basically made pasta, so
Buddy.
That's the third one. The third natural one in a row, and that's my con save.
Buddy.
can't blame it on fantasy grounds tonight because you're rolling real dice.
I know, but that's 3 ones. What's the statistical likeness of that? Anyway. Thanks,
Keelan,
ferret.
you can also give me a
You know what?
wisdom save.
Can I please use one of my inspirations to re-roll that, or is that not doable for a 1?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
13.
Sorry?
13.
You're still disadvantaged for perception.
That's better. Okay, 19 plus 5 for my con save, and I'll do my wisdom.
Okay, you are not exhausted. You slept soundly on your face.
No one turned me over. Oh, I'm gonna have a
Nobody
sore
said
nose.
they turned
Breeze,
you
dude.
over.
Nah, it's like Athelstan, you were sleeping between the slats. Your nose was literally peeking out the bottom of the platform.
I think you've seen the fan art. He has a big nose.
That's true.
I'm just saying there was that gap between the floorboards. His nose was right
Yeah,
within the gap.
It's kind of funny. He said, nobody stepped too
Roll
hard on the
for
boards.
nose splinters.
Oh no, my nosy, my snoot. Oh no, my sniffer. Okay, wisdom saving throw 12 plus 5, 17.
Okay, you are no longer frightened.
Yay! I don't like being scared. Just one arm comes up, the other one comes up, and just pushes himself up right from the floor. And does the nose wiggles. Oh. Good morning. Anyway. I've been drama. You can continue, please, Affy.
Okay. So down on the ground, after everyone has stretched and had breakfast, so everybody remove rations and a portion of water.
And
Right. Rude. I'll fix that on Alice and Keeley.
okay. Actually should be down 2 because I couldn't remove it earlier either. So
Okay, I'll get it. Go ahead, Keeley.
I go to Athelstan and I show him the map. I tell him about the column that I saw from when I was on watch. There is a strange pillar nearby, sort of where we're going. But it's not part of the plateau.
Let's go
It
touch
was
it.
very strange. Yenrik
I punch Yenrik in the face.
will punch you off this mesa. I swear to gods.
It's okay, I'll just pound.
No. That's the sad part.
Rolled 16 to hit.
Stop.
How good.
Why do you keep punching him?
It makes me
Because
feel
it does
better.
damage.
It makes me feel better.
Well, maybe I want to be petted, Keeli. Have you ever thought of that?
Yeah,
I
have
mean,
you
you
ever
could
thought
just
about
ask.
that, Keely?
What did you say, Keely?
Said you could just ask.
So, Keeli, if I came up to you and said, would you pet me?
Athelstan does eyebrows at Breeze.
Reach over and just go pet, pet, pet. And Yenrik said, "Why
Anybody,
y'all
look
gotta
at,
make this fucking weird?
anybody looking at Razira and would notice she's back to tiny mode?
Are you zooming around the camp too?"
Yep.
Tell me more about this pillar.
I couldn't see it very well. It was dark and it was far away, but it looks like it's over where we're headed.
Is it still
Well, we can
there?
go take a look then.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so.
We're not in the tree anymore, so I
Can
can't
we?
tell.
Oh, okay. Because we're in. the tree.
Razira, would
She's
you like to
I was gonna say she skids to a stop at Athelstan's feet and just
Tokyo
looks up.
drifts.
Yeah, Tokyo drifts like the kitty do. Could you, do you mind climbing back up there and peeking up through the canopy to see if you can see this pillar in that direction?
Just
We look and it's just the outline from where
Yep.
Razira was standing.
It's like Hammy from over the hedge. Oh, right. No grip, no grip, no grip.
Claw, more claw. Or no, the other way around. Less claw, more claw.
Less claw,
don't know.
more pad.
Okay, so Razira neumes up to the top of the trees. Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
So,
25.
what you
What do your
see,
kitty eyes see?
you see this sort of outcropping of the plateau, and it comes up almost like a thumbs up. And just a little bit away from it is another. It's like a pillar of rock at the same level, almost like it had been sheared off of the tip of this thumb and was now kind of like free floating. And you can just make out what appears to be a rope bridge.
Artemis.
Of course.
Artemis.
She's gonna just drop down from the trees back to
Hit
the
every
ground.
branch. Hit every branch on the way down.
Going
She's
Still
literally
land
is
on her feet.
pasta. Pasta is really graceful going up, not so much coming back down.
Just lands on all, still lands on her feet at the bottom.
All poofed out. There's like nice dismount. Did you see?
She holds up her the smallest digit on her hand, just like in a thumbs up position.
Oh.
With a rope.
And the wall.
Thumb,
Off Agni.
a pillar, and a rope.
Well, I guess we know where we're going.
All right, let's go then.
When we come to this river,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe water.
Yenrik, is this water gonna be safe to drink?
I sniff it. Do the thing Athelstan does.
I need you to make a survival check before you even set off. You're still at
Okay.
the base of the tree.
Well, no, like I'm just at like when we get to
We're just
the
trying
river,
to
or
get
will the
ahead
water
of
be
things.
safe?
Atlas advantage.
Yenrik already got a nat
Yenrik already
20.
rolled.
Okay, we go.
I roll.
Yenrik, you know that this river, though it feeds into the Killer's Road, but because it flows down towards the Killer's Road, it is completely clear of any sort of pollutants or poison or anything like that.
Okay.
Less so if you were drinking from
The
down
Killer's
that
Road.
way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they call it the Killer's Road for a reason.
I'm sure it's very clear and sparkly down there. Athelstan like looks at the points of the map. I'm sure that the throne of eels is just full of teddy bears.
Oh, no.
So yes,
Yes. We agree, so we do it.
Okay.
Do it.
With
Refilling
the
off
survival check still riding that, you are able to make it to the Killer's Road in short order. You are able to refill water skins if you so choose.
Need it.
While we're there, Razira would probably just go fishing.
How long do you spend at the river?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Like, I was just enough to fill up water skins.
I like how Viggo Mortensen Razira is.
To be fair, Cat.
Yeah.
All right, so if you are going to
Why
attempt to
does-
fish in very quick time while your party fills up water skins and presumably like washes face and whatever.
Yeah.
Make a survival check at disadvantage.
Take the McDonald's bathroom sink bath.
8.
You like fap around in the water, but nothing really happens.
It's like that scene in Brother Bear when he tries to catch fish for the first time.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
how wide is the river here?
It's pretty narrow here. Like 5 feet.
Kitty!
It's
Kitty!
not here, so we all have
Daddy.
to do it.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
You good boy.
Are you mad at
Anyway.
me for having guests?
Yes.
Husband sent me the cutest picture of him.
Yeah?
That little cat thing upstairs, and his front feet are sticking out, and you can just see floof.
Yeah. He a fluffy boy. Anyway, leaving the Killer's Road.
Hello.
Hi, Natasha.
Who the? Oh.
No!
I was like, whose sound is that? Yeah, we do it. We agree, so we do it.
Okay. Stopping for lunch, you are able to make it to this sort of peak by...
Could you
Like I
indicate?
can see what's going on.
Hang on.
Yep, waiting. Patient. Sorry, Natasha, this is an 18+ stream.
You are able to make it basically to where Shakuna had marked the map with an X
Let's go.
If there's not a shrine here, I'm gonna be so
by
fucking
6
pissed.
o'clock-ish.
It's getting to be evening time now.
It is back to evening time again.
Oh, so we get to the thing where the rope bridge is?
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Okay,
It's
am
been
I-
a long minute since I made this map.
Hello.
Hi, Natasha.
Again.
This is an 18+ stream, child. We're about to start swearing.
She can't hear you.
Okay, well that's good.
Fucking hell.
Can I have these on?
No, you can't listen to them.
No.
We're
Say bad
naughty.
words.
They're saying bad words.
It's true.
Yeah, your daddy's a bitch.
Bye.
She had to hear it sometime.
It's true.
Love you, Agni.
Thank you. Have you met her mom?
I have
Yeah.
not, and
No.
I'm okay with that.
Yes, I've met her mom.
Goodness.
Not sponsored,
goodness
but like
gracious.
not sponsored, but there's like this really cute, cozy survival craft game that's going to be coming out soon. It's called Solar Punk. And this just kind of reminded me of it because like it's just a bunch of floating islands. And most of it's solar-based energy. Pretty cool. Check it out. It's on Steam. I mean, the information's on Steam. It's not out yet. Oh no, a map, and we're all on it. I'm scared.
So,
Oh no, a map I can't see.
hold on to your titties. My goodness.
Actually, since break, I haven't been DC'd once.
Yeah.
I guess resetting the game helped. So, you guys want to log in, do it. You find yourselves at the edge of the plateau's jungle. Ahead of you lies a wide swath of land, completely open and exposed to the air above. And beyond that, you can see a brazier burning at the foot of a rope bridge.
Is that a giant fucking fuck this?
I
It's
don't
a
know what we're
giant
looking
fucking-
at, so
It's a giant fucking snake.
are you surprised at this point?
No. I mean, that would require me to actually read the names on the map. The throne of eels. The shiny snake lake. You know. Anyway, is this not we look at it and I look at Yinrik. Is this meant to be a place of safety where provisions are provided?
In theory.
So where's the shrine?
Is this an illusion?
I've never been to the shrine.
Yeah, I get it. How does the hunt end if you haven't made it to a shrine before? How have you survived? Never mind. I don't want to know.
I was on the other side of the hunt.
Gotcha.
I take out my sword and board, and I start walking across the fucking bridge.
I grab Keeli's gorget. Will you stop fucking doing that?
Nope.
Zero is just going to move forward.
Sly's
I-
like, wait, check for traps. Duh. Calm down.
My guest. We all know where this is going.
Well, let me just like check and see if the bridge is safe. God. Let me do what I do.
I
So
cannot move on
you
the map.
leave the jungle?
Oh,
Yes.
that's true. Sure. We should probably
Could
do
you
that.
send me a screenshot of what you're looking at, please?
Just look at the stream. Oh, wait,
not
it's not on the
here.
stream.
Give me a second and it will be as soon as people stop dicking around.
I'm not dicking around. You're
Not
dicking
moving
around.
anything.
They know who they are.
I didn't touch it.
Couldn't be any worse than the time you opened the battle map up and there was a dick drawn on it.
My players do that too.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was only 150 feet. She can make that in a single round.
Usually I put the players on like a lobby kind of map, a fake map, if you will, with like a little challenge of what they can draw on it on there, so I can placate them like children, and then I drag them to the actual map where they've gotten all
work
their.
with this group.
They've already gotten.
It
most
might
of their
work the
dick
first time with the group, and then they'd figure it out and wait until you drop them on the second map, and then start drawing dicks.
No, but the second map, they don't have the permissions to draw on the map. So that way they can't get butthurt about it because they had all their opportunity to draw. Anyway. Sorry, Affy.
That's okay. So you leave the jungle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly, and keeping an eye out, but yes.
I feel like Sly would obsessively be making investigation checks.
Okay.
So I'll just drop a couple into the tower.
Are we getting attacked by Affy?
I don't know. What are you getting attacked by?
I don't know. But it's been like 4 sessions since combat, so
This fucking
we're
Chakuna's
about due.
Chakuna's right there, so this will be fun.
You sure that's Shakuna?
Who knows? Athelstan can
Anybody
see her.
could be wearing her face.
Could be
there.
Liliana.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh! She was there. She was an illusion. Now she's there.
No, she's gone.
Now she's over here.
So, with the stealth checks across the board.
Oh, stealth checks? Oops.
Oh, well, we're
Oh,
doing
the stealth.
investigation too. The couple stealth checks, Yunark basically disappears. Razira and Breeze, not so much.
Sly disappears.
Sly
Don't want me to
disappears.
even bother because Kayla jingles when she moves, so.
Oh, shit.
Oh, those spurs, they jingle, jingle, jingle.
22 for Athelstan.
All right. So half the party's not bad. The rest are noisy as shit.
I'm gonna use an inspiration to re-roll that stealth check.
Sure.
I
I thought you were going to say Flash of Genius, and I was going to be like, you're not here!
17.
He makes his triumphant return.
Flying by on a rocket ship. Just
He
Not
also
bad.
crash lands on a meteor.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So,
it's like that scene out of Aliens vs. Cowboys.
Okay.
Anyways,
Breeze.
what's going on?
you come to the edge of the tree line and you can see a clear path ahead to the bridge. The bridge itself does not look to be in the best condition, which is probably understandable given that it's been out here in the elements for at least a year. But it looks much older than that. And as you get closer and your dark vision sort of hones in a little better, you can make out dark figures standing in front of the bridge. Athelstan, you see Shakuna, her displacer beast Yana, standing before you.
Where displacer beast?
Not a were displacer
Encourage the
beast,
nonsense.
which would be cool.
It is now.
Good.
So Shakuna. Well,
So you have made it this far, I see.
not for lack of trying.
Yes.
It is
Made it to the X.
unfortunate.
What?
We made it to the X. Where's the shrine?
Across the bridge.
Looks very hospitable. Love what
It
you've
is-
done with the place.
Oh, thank you. We keep
You're
our
welcome.
shrines in tip-top order.
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
Hang on, Shakuna.
You don't think it would be that easy, do you? I know what you have done,
Mm-hmm.
what you intended to do,
Uh-huh.
and the rules you broke in the process.
Didn't break any rules.
Break any rules?
You carry with you a bag of holding just now. The
No, I
bagman
don't.
is nowhere to be found in my domain.
We didn't start with it. Well, none of us here started with it.
The one who did is dead. As far as we know.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
They are quite alive, you will be happy to know. And because of the assistance of my own, they are no longer valid in the trial.
What do you want?
Her fingers come up and sort of pet over Yana's head. Cannot let it happen so easily, you see.
Uh-huh.
You could
What do you
run
suggest?
to the other shrine. I will let you leave now. Uninhibited, unspoiled, and the hunt will continue. Or
Or?
a sacrifice to Mayana.
What?
A hand.
Any particular hand?
Any hand from any of you.
I take out. This is gonna be stupid. It's not gonna work, but I take out the owlbear paw. You didn't exactly specify.
That is a paw, not a hand. Do not try to play semantics with me, Prince Athelstan.
Well, I figured since he's like putting it back in his pouch. Well, I figured since we were playing word games, that I would just indulge.
So what will it be?
And
Yes, a hand.
I take out my hatchet.
For the podcast, Eli has put their arm forward.
Don't be fucking stupid. You need both of your hands to be for somatic purposes. And I cut off my left hand.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
wait,
Nobody did an insight, so this will be fun.
Yeah.
Should
Super
have
fun.
Should have asked for her word or something. But she did actually she did give her word.
She did.
Where is my sheet? 12 plus 5. 17.
Using the tree beside you, you stick your hand out against the bark to give you a place to stop it and smack it with your axe, severing tendon and bone and muscle as your entire hand from the wrist down is chopped free. Fitting, given it used to carry a weapon that no longer resides there.
It was his right hand that used to carry the weapon.
Oh, sorry, I thought he carried it on his left. My bad. Disregard. I thought it would be
Actually,
fitting.
actually,
You know, it's fine.
actually, I think no. I actually think he was ambidextrous.
Yeah.
So he has summoned it on both hands before. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. The hand itself falls limp to the ground, and blood begins to rush from Athelstan's arm. He drops to his knees, pale, sweaty, and bleeding out.
I neck a healing potion.
Okay.
Doesn't do the trick. I will
So I'll
heal him.
healing word as high level as I need to.
No.
I
A healing potion will only do so much.
Mm.
Athelstan is missing a limb and is bleeding out.
Staunch it.
no, I'm gonna heal you.
I
Mask.
patched up with my healer's kit.
Tourniquets and
Make a medicine
healing.
check.
Have any fire?
Oh,
There's a giant brazier right in front of you.
Does anybody have
17.
a torch?
Do it in my backpack. Yeah, I have torches.
Sly takes out her short sword. And she says, I can put it in the flame.
I don't know that that's gonna be fast enough, so I will light a torch.
Yenrik, you know with your medicine check that the healer's kit is not going to do it.
Yeah, I thought so.
I just cast Cure Wounds because I'm done with this. I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's not gonna fix him.
The time spent, he loses
I
another
do
hit,
that.
10 hit points.
Sorry, I don't have that. Here.
You have what you wanted. Now fuck off.
Yana moves over to you, Athelstan, and picks up the hand from the ground.
I reach out with my right hand, just like like Knuckles first,
Level.
and just boop and like gently boop.
Yana snarls at you
Mm-hmm. Yep. Enjoy it.
and picks up the hand and
Just green
making
flesh, green blood everywhere.
extreme eye contact begins to eat it.
I start drooling.
15.
15 hit
back to
points?
Athelstan.
Okay.
And 4 on my d6.
Who took the pages, Shakuna?
Roll a d10 for me, Hile. I don't know what you mean, Athelstan. As you lose another 10 hit points because you are still bleeding out.
Oh shit! I forgot to roll up for the healing potion. I think I have a superior.
Sorry, what did you roll, Kile? You cut out there.
5.
5? As Athelstan speaks about the pages, you watch his eyes roll up into the back of his head, and he falls unconscious. Still bleeding. But it's worse than that. His face is pale. And you're not sure he's breathing.
Medicine check, something, anything.
Sure, make a medicine check. As he loses another 10 hit
assist.
points.
I do
Go
have
ahead
a
and make an
potion of
advantage.
invulnerability in my pouch that Breeze would
You
know
are
about.
unconscious.
I know, but Breeze would know about it.
Would he? How so?
Yeah,
23 total.
chocolate. That moment.
So
Because there was the because there was the bag of I don't know if the bag ever got back was given back to Athelstan that he gave to Breeze because he couldn't open it.
I don't know if I would have gone through it other than seeing the.
And there
23
are
total.
there are potions in there too.
What did you roll on your medicine check, Eli?
23 total.
You can tell that Athelstan is still breathing, but very, very, very slowly.
Sorry, I can't see my.
It's gonna search through the bag.
Okay.
Because I know what I've got in mine.
Searching through the bag, you are able to locate that potion.
There's
Shove it down his throat and hope it's enough.
gives me resistance to all damage.
It's not. I'm prepared to dump another
And-
spell in there.
And there are 2 potions of healing.
Okay,
That
this
looks
is
like it hurts.
less about resisting damage as opposed to bleeding out. You're not
Yeah, I know.
actively taking damage, you are just dying.
No, no. I was mentioning that there's that and the potions of healing.
Yep, I'm just clarifying.
Okay.
So, Liz, I need you to roll 2d6s for me because you have cast 2 spells on the party. Everybody is going to heal a little bit. Sorry, one sec.
Good.
Okay, everybody heals 20 hit points. You're only going to take 10 of that, Athelstan, as you continue to bleed out.
Did you have a
Anybody
potion or
have
not?
fire?
Yeah, can Sly cauterize the wound
Can we
now?
cauterize this?
Yeah, I will say at this point, Sly has become quite annoyed and has moved to stick the short sword that she just received into the brazier and is coming back to lance the injury.
Mm-hmm.
It like rings like in the Lord of the Rings. And it glows when there's orcs nearby.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be an immediate effect to any of the spells that Liz cast.
Immediate.
There's no blood again.
However, Athelstan takes another 10 hit points of damage before Sly is able to cauterize the wound. Yana has finished consuming the hand and moves back towards Shakuna, who has just been watching this entire exchange with a sort of half grin of amusement on her face.
We go now.
I will not stop you.
What happened on the bridge?
You will have to find out for yourself. I am not here to answer your questions. Merely take my pound of flesh. Yenrik, I see your memories have returned.
They have.
Disappointing. Do not return.
sent him to us.
And he has made his own decisions in that regard. He was to bring you to me. That was the end of his task. Every decision he made afterwards was his.
I understand.
Sly is done. Can we dump those little healing potions in him?
That's what you want to do?
Does it stop the bleeding?
The bleeding has stopped.
Yes, we dump those potions in him. At least one of them.
It's currently at 40 hit points. 40 wounds.
Did Athelstan ever roll that potion of superior healing? Did he chug it earlier?
Well, if you do that, you might not need to spend any other healing potions.
Hang on. What do you roll for that? I'm sorry.
Should be on the back of that potion bottle I gave you.
If I remember right, 8d8 plus 8 off the top of my head.
That superior is 8d4 plus 8.
Or 8d4 plus 8, yeah.
I made you these pretty potion bottles, and you're finally getting to use them, even though it's Fantasy Ground's fault.
Look how cute these are. We got these for Christmas because Effie's amazing. It's on the shelf with all of my art and the little Kile that you made.
Mm-hmm.
14.
I know they're really tiny to read. I'm sorry. It was the only bottles I could find.
20,
I love it.
24, 28, 29, 32.
Plus 8?
Yeah.
You are fully healed. However, still missing a limb.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad Eller's not here. Got the mechanical limb.
Shakuna pulls herself up onto the back of Yana and begins to make for the jungle.
Too soon.
Have fun waiting out the rest of the hunt. She's
Am I
gone.
conscious?
You are still unconscious.
Okay.
So from where we are now,
Mhm.
can we see the shrine?
From where you are now, the only person who might be able to see it would be Athelstan. And even that would be a little bit of a stretch.
I'm just gonna go to the edge of the bridge.
Okay.
Can we see across?
You can see.
How far out it is?
You can see about halfway across the bridge, Breeze. Or what you assume is about halfway. You can see the other brazier in the distance.
Yeah.
But
How
it's kinda
far
hard.
down is the gorge between the sides of the bridge?
Assume the 2 miles.
About that?
What if we send Razira first? Because she's small and light and fat. And assess the situation over there.
Say that again, you cut out a little bit.
What if we send Razira first because she's small and light and fast? She can assess the situation over there.
Alright.
Does anyone have something that can make us fly?
I don't have anything like that. Athelstan is unconscious.
Alright. How safe does the bridge appear to be besides, the holes?
It looks like crap and would definitely not pass an OSHA certification.
Well, neither would most jobs.
And no, she's bullshit. So.
can it support Rosira's weight?
How much does Rosira weigh again?
With her gear and her base weight, 87 pounds.
Don't forget, y'all still have climbing gear.
Maybe. Some of the boards look pretty weathered. And some of them are completely gone.
You want to just hang out here and wait for Athelstan to wake up?
Mm.
And
So we're getting to evening again, right?
Yeah, you're pretty damn close to it already.
So we might as well, if we just hang out here for the night,
camp on the ground this time.
camp like right here.
Okay. And assess the situation in the morning then, I guess, when it's light. Try to get Athelstan where he's gonna be comfortable now.
Rosira's just looking on the bridge, trying to find a path across.
Make a perception
Looks-
check.
Uh, 24.
Okay. It doesn't look like there's any clear path across. Unless you wanted to walk a tightrope. But even the rope itself looks a little frayed.
How long does this look?
Sorry, how long does what look?
The bridge. It's
It goes beyond your dark vision.
So but you said we were able to see the second brazier, right?
Yes.
So just guessing a distance off of that
You can try.
with?
Perception again.
Sure. Fuck. It's almost good. I'm going to use an inspiration on that.
Sure.
Perception.
what is your wisdom modifier?
+2.
I was gonna say the first one would have been a 14 then.
Oh.
Oh.
It came down to a 3.
It dropped to 3.
because it dropped. Okay, it does that. But yeah.
Okay.
So no, so it's a 12
Okay,
because
whatever.
that's with the modifier on. I forgot it was using the
Okay.
thing, but figure 12 is probably not good enough. So
Okay.
So with a 20, you can guesstimate about 100 feet across.
it's about
Wait
100
until the
feet.
morning.
We go in the morning.
Because we don't know if once we cross the bridge, if we can't come back for one thing.
Yeah. And what if there's something over there that we have to get through before we can gain entrance to the...
More worried about like supplies being there, like actually being there.
The what being there?
Supplies.
Provision.
Oh,
'Cause if we get stuck here for how long did you say, Yenrik? 40 days?
Up to, yeah.
we've already used like 10 of them, so...
I'm saying
But still.
if there's provisions in the shrine itself.
I'm just wondering, are Shikuna let us pass?
Person of her word?
Yeah. Why did she even offer it?
Does she not usually?
No. Her and her tribe hunt all those participating and kill them on sight. I don't know why she let us go.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Sorry, Sherry.
She's doing what she wants, that's why.
Thanks, everybody, for
Okay.
joining us. We are so happy you were here. Definitely did not cause emotional damage to my party
No, not at all.
or, massive body trauma. Whatever. It's fine.
I mean, you degloved me, so like it's just finishing the job
Yeah,
on one side.
that's fair. That's fair. Any hoozle. Thanks for watching. We're going to go raid somebody. Stick around for the raid. You are going to get platinum pieces for joining the raid, which you can use to help or hinder the party during any of our campaign plays. Or you can help me as the DM or hinder me. But that's just an asterisk at the bottom. Have a good night, everybody. We will catch you later.